had nothing to do with us. I did not know about nobody record. Y'all cannot record shit in here, y'all. Like, for real. You can't do it. I understand. I understand the circumstance, but look, that's not our call. I know that, but I understand that's our keyboard player. He couldn't be here. It's no recording here, though, bro. That put us in a bad spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you jeopardizing what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect what they want, man. Like, for real. I get it, young. We not even recording for them. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hey, when there's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You hear me? Cause I ain't with that broke shit, that broke. What? I ain't with that broke shit, that broke. Whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Hey, Rico, hey, talk to him. Yo, I get money. Talking about block move, vibe, crack dummy. Nigga know it's that cool. Big quick on this track, nigga, I'm that smooth. When I step on the block, they like, ooh. Time to get grind, nigga. I'm all back on my mind, nigga. Drop it down, nigga. Wanna get right back to it. When I come, I don't step to it. I just stick to it. Big boy got a big swag. Fuck around with the heat. I pull up the big bag. Big bag, nigga, act dumb. You wanna pump? Tell the bitch, nigga, they don't want none. Who wants smoke? Nigga, come through. You say fuck us, fuck you too. I run through the money. Nigga can't get a stop. Yeah, a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Yeah. Where my stars at? And DA, a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Hey, Quail, you hear me? You ain't with that broke shit, that broke. We ain't with that broke shit, that broke. A whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Well, hold the beat right there. Ow! Y'all about ready? Let's get this money, y'all. Do my dance.
Told them about the crank, they don't hear me though. Told them about the crank, they don't hear me though. Told them about the crank, they don't hear me though. We be cranking like, told them about the crank, they don't hear me though. Told them about the crank, they don't hear me though. Hey Sice, hey Ray, DeDe, I want to get to hear me now. Teresa, I want to get to hear me now. Good.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, kings, queens, peasants, and in-betweens. It is your girl, Kapri, Monique, the voice of the people, and we are live. You've just stepped in to No Great Area. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Truth, transparency, and light. Y'all know what it is when y'all step in here. I'm going to get into my weekend real quick because I really don't remember too much of my weekend. It was a lot going on. I ain't going to lie to y'all. So Friday, I stayed in. Saturday, had the pleasure of hosting Deidre and Lavert Cole, a.k.a. T-Bob and D's reception. Definitely had a good time. Got to see some crank from JY. Sunday, I took a trip to West Virginia, y'all. Happy birthday to my niece's pieces, to Angel. Shout out to Angel for opening the house to us. But shout out to Fafa. Shout out to my chunky one. My chunky, the cutest 1-year-old that you guys will ever meet. Shout out to Arya. Happy birthday, and Livia. So, and shout out to Candace. We got to go up there, kick back, have a little bit of fun. And yesterday I chilled, and here we are. Boom. Right back on a Tuesday. Y'all know what it is, the No Great Area way. Shout out to our sponsors. We are powered by none other than Mitchcraft. You guys, the store is open Wednesday through Sunday, starting at 12 p.m. each day. And if you cannot make it here to 9244 East Hampton Drive in Capitol Heights, Maryland, it's Suite 201. Okay, 201, that easy. You can head on over to www.crankrock.com for the latest and greatest in Mitchcraft attire. I mean, it's not hard work. Get you something to wear here, there, and everywhere. It's just that easy. All right? Okay. Now, to my guests, I'm so excited. In studio right now, we're waiting on our third guest. But in studio right now, I'm going to start with ladies first because she was here first too, DeDe. My boo, Miss Tabria of RE is in the building, but it's not just of RE. She has her own swimsuit line. We're going to get into all of that, all things Miss Tabria. And then my homie, DeDe, definitely going to get into some Don't You Look Crazy. We definitely going to get into all things DeDe. Again, congratulations on your engagement. Shout out to my boo, Melissa.
Yes.
Shout out to my boo, Melissa. So, Tabria and DeDe, welcome. DeDe, this isn't your first time. This is Tabria's first time. So, welcome. This is a place where you can let your head down, tell the truth, whatever it is. We don't duck the wreck. We don't, whatever. You get it?
Up my alley.
Yeah, you already know.
Okay.
So, let's talk. Let's talk about all things Miss Tabria. Let's talk about the swimsuit line. We were just talking about inventory and what's popping. So, where can they go? How can they find it? Let's jump in right there.
Man, oh man. So, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome,
and
gorgeous.
Kapri, I feel like I'm on a Love, Sex, and Slow Jam session. Your voice is very...
It's soothing.
It's so sultry.
Thank
I feel
you.
like I need to calm it down.
Listen.
Let me get on your
No,
level.
we get hype in here. No. We just getting started.
Okay.
We just getting. We gonna toast to a cranking interview because it's about
I feel like that's what it's getting.
We gonna toast to a cranking interview.
Okay.
We gonna toast to a cranking interview. So where can we find your attire? It's warm outside. They need something sexy to wear.
The ladies need something sexy to wear.
And
I
at
mean,
the
I
beach.
need you to. Yes. You know, so you can go to bathingsuits.com. It sounds a lot like bathing suits, but it's not. It's BABENSUITS.com to find, I like the term you use, the latest and greatest swimwear. It's very sexy swimwear, and it is very much tailored to fit every type of body style, and for the secure woman who is just not afraid to show her figure, regardless if it's very curvaceous or very slim. The thing is, it's go out there and, bring your sand to the beach.
You got to give them body.
You got to give them body.
Everywhere you go.
Body.
So let's talk about, we're going to get into your lineage in the culture, and then we're going to get into DeDe's lineage. Okay. How long have you been in the culture? Where did you start? How do you start singing and go-go? It's a lot.
It is. So I started way back when I was, I want to say like 20 years ago. I was 15 years old, and I started with Indecent Exposure. IXB, shout out to my brothers from Indecent Exposure, which they're still performing to this day.
Are.
Yeah. My cousin Frank, he's the one that introduced me to the go-go culture. And so I was singing with them for maybe 3-4 years, and then I went off to college, and that was kind of like the dead end, right? I thought. So, in recent years, so let me see, I'm entering my 5th year with Red Essence. And so 5 years ago, my girlfriend at the time, Kiana, she saw me performing live at, what's the name of that? Hades on Georgia
I loved
Avenue.
Hades.
Yeah, she saw me performing. And she was like, girl, what the hell? Who the hell are you? And why you not performing with, like, a big band? Like, I need you to be, like, for real out there. Like, people need to see you. And so I didn't know her at the time. She just walked up to me. You know, that's the kind of spirit and energy that she has. It's
That
very
love
bubbly.
is beautiful.
And she like, girl, I used to sing with Sugar Bear, EU, and I don't do it no more because I gave my life to Christ. So,
It happens.
okay, and so she was like, but you, yeah, I could get you with whoever. They know me, woo, woo, woo. I said, she over here sicing it, right? So, lo and behold, I swear, it took her like 2 or 3 years. But she called me and was like, sis, you still singing? I said, yeah. She said, what band you want to get with? She literally said it just like that. I said, what you mean? She was like, who you want? She named all the bands. And I told her who I wanted to audition with. I ain't going to say who the first audition was.
Ooh, hold up. Look at the DeDe's face. DeDe like off the air. I need to know. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't going to say the first audition because I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Say it.
I just don't know if I want to.
Open your mouth. Say it.
I'm just going to say shout out to Sweet Cherie.
Okay.
So I auditioned with that band with Belladonna first, and then I auditioned with Red Essence second. And so I did make it with Belladonna, but I didn't find out until after I made it with Red Essence. And so when I didn't hear back from them, I thought, well, maybe I didn't make the cut, right? So Andre Cole was like, yeah. So Tabria, how you doing? yeah. So I just want to say congratulations, you made it.
Oh.
It went just like that. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I went real crazy. All right, y'all, I just messed up love talking slow jazz. My bad.
No, you good. You good. I love the energy.
So I was like, oh my God. You know, the tryout was really interesting because Baker is a character. Shout out to Baker on the bass. This band was in there covered up with a thing like with a shirt over his head. All I saw was his eyes. So you talking about some intimidation. And nobody said a word.
Did they sit there
all was
stone
just
face?
looking, stone face, and this one had his face covered up.
Who, DeDe?
Not DeDe. Not DeDe, Baker.
Baker.
Yeah, he wanted it was Baker. And so I was like, oh, mother.
What is that about?
What is happening? And so it was just kind of like, we ain't playing until Dre say play. So I walked out like, okay, that's it. Okay, bye. Okay. And so when I got that call, yeah, it was very exciting. And then that's when I found out that I had also made Belladonna, and I just decided to no disrespect or love lost for Belladonna, but I made the decision that I made because I felt like it was the best one for me at the time, and what I was looking for with regards to my career. So I love Belladonna to death. So yeah, but I went with Essence.
I love it. Yes.
Thank you.
So 5 years later.
5 years later, here I am, you know.
Some of the most epic shows in the history of go-go right now. Shout out to all of y'all for that because it's been beautiful.
Much. Let me tell you something. When DeDe, and I told him this since day one, when DeDe came in, I told him that was a spirit and an energy that I never experienced prior to him on the Red Essence stage. So when he got there, I'm serious, me and DeDe done shed tears together. It gets real. And so I told DeDe, I said, man, you know, I just really enjoy having you next to me. The spirit, the energy, we could tell each other the truth. You know, we could say, come on, what was that? Hello? No? You know? And then at the same time, it's like, what you think? Oh, how? What you need? You know? That energy, and then DeDe is his own personal hype man. Good Lord,
he is. You don't. If they don't know, they don't know.
Listen,
you got to come experience.
If you need a hype man, holla at DeDe, okay? If you need a hype man, just go on and just call on the brother. He got you. So yeah, the energy. I mean, DeDe is just off the chain. Now you already know, Kyle. Come on now,
yes, you know it goes up. It goes all the way up. So how long were you there before DeDe came?
3 years, 3 or 4 years, 3 years. Cause I just celebrated 4 years. So yeah, I was there 3 years before he came.
All right, so let's get into your lineage, because your lineage is very extensive. Oh, wow. Let's try to condense it.
I put it in
very small notes and stuff. So yeah, I got it down packed up.
Okay, let's go.
I started this journey in go-go. Believe it or not, this year makes 37 years. I've been
Good Lord, that is a blessing.
He's a little fart.
I know, right? I know it was black at one point. So it was black at one point. Yeah, man. I started like 37 years ago. At the age of 15. Back then, that was the Pump Blenders.
That seems to be like y'all magic
first band I
number.
ever played with was the Pump Blenders, and believe it or not, I started out as a dancer. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Y'all, I got the video. Should I pull it up?
Please don't.
Okay.
Or to say, hold up.
I started out
A dancer.
me and my buddy Percy Bates. We started out as dancers.
What was we dancing to?
I mean, well, you have to understand, we came up in a day and age where rappers had dance, like Big Daddy Kane had, you know what I'm saying, dances, and people had dances. I think at the time,
Heavy D. Northeast had dances.
Short,
Yes.
Sunshine.
Yes.
So we were like the male version of that. We did flips, synchronized dances, and things of that nature. So then one day somebody said, man, that dude DeDe, man, he from Africa, man. He do a lot of Jamaican stuff, and he rap and this, that, and the other. So was my intro or my inception to go-go. So I started performing then. That was in 1985, 1986 or so. So I guess fast forward to the end of 1998. I had just came home from jail. I just came home from doing 4 years in Virginia for a crime, and I bumped into my man, my old Catholic high school buddy. He was a little 2 grades up, be above me, but we went to the same Catholic school, and that was Go-Go Mickey. And he said, man, we ain't got no singing right now. Why don't you come audition? Your man is playing drums for us. My man at the time was Lil Mike.
Okay.
So I went. I guess it called. I like Tabria. Being a Rare Essence fan for such a long time, I walked in kind of intimidated, to see people that I kind of idolized, like White Boy, BJ, God rest his soul, Kent Wood, God rest his soul. I mean, so many people, man, that I could name. So many legends. I auditioned. I think White Boy's question to me at the time was, how do you know so much of our stuff? And I was like, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? So I guess PA tape junkie, as they call people back then. I was that person. We could analyze PA tapes back then. So I played with Rare Essence from the years 1998 to 2001. And we parted ways for a minute, and we did other things. Of course, I played with groups like Solo, Subtle Thoughts, Let It Flow. My journey is so extensive. And then, lo and behold, I think, the end of 2018 or almost 2019, I get a call saying, DeDe, what you doing?
Y'all
might need you to sit in for a minute. And I was like, sure, Dre. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So that was between right before, I guess, a year or so before the beginning of the pandemic. I guess paused for another year and a half, and I'm still here. I'm still rocking with my my brother Killa Cal and Sweet Tabria right here. And and when she says me and her have shed tears together, like we go, me and Kapri probably have shed tears together. So we have a journey. You know what I'm saying? We have a connection. Every now and then, it's like I attended a graduation ceremony with my shout out to Kevin Durant and Mama Durant for the college track college center right there by Sula High School.
Team Durant.
Our son Wymir was one of the first class graduates from out of his college program yesterday. So he threw this spectacular show he did yesterday at the African American Museum, in which we partook in great food, great conversation, and we just have a connection. We just have a connection locally, and me and Tabria and Cal. And the reason I mention KD is because I remember KD went to Golden State for a couple of years and won a couple of championships, with Golden State. That's what I like in this ensemble, this union of me, Tabria and Killa Cal. We all have been on different stages. Believe it or not, me and Cal actually, people don't know this, but I played with the What Band at one point.
You did.
And me and Cal used to be on stage together, and me and Cal had always talked about being together on stage in the band for years. And, you know, when it finally came to fruition, or it finally became a chance to do it, we did it. And, you know, we like to go and stay to go-go right now. So, you know, where KD was there. So that's what I feel about it. So, yeah.
I feel like the evolution of Rare Essence is one that is, I want to say strategic is the best word, because I feel like when he drafted you guys, he brought in a whole nother chapter.
Yeah, he did. He did, definitely.
I feel like it's a whole nother chapter.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want your chapter to be defined as?
I think it's already defining. It's definitely, it has developed. We hear a lot of times that our chemistry is unmatched.
I agree.
You know, and I'm speaking for all three of us, me, DeDe, and Killa Cal. I think that, you know, Andre, Funk, you know, the legends that's come before us, they have made such a strong mark.
I agree.
In go-go history. I mean, come on now. You know,
legends, forever legendary.
Forever and ever. And I think that even when I came, it was like, who is this? What's going on? Where's Kim? Somebody bring Kim back. I mean, that was for real. It was a thing, and I'm just being honest. And then it gave, where's Kiki at and all this. But here's the thing. I'm appreciative because the go-go community gave me a chance. When I was singing with IXB, you didn't know me because it was brand new. I was a teenager. It was, you know what I mean? It was a baby band. And so, but when I got on such a huge stage, me being who I am, I was like, I don't give a damn what y'all say about me, because y'all gonna watch me do this, motherfucker. Okay? Y'all gonna watch me do this. And when I got here, I came and I brought me. I came and I brought my energy. DeDe came and he brought him and his energy. Cal did the same thing. Cal found an opportunity to, oh, this is your song, Darnell Floyd. This is your song, Shorty. Oh, this was you, 32. Guess what? I'm going to throw my rap on top of this. And made it his. I got in where I fit in. DeDe did the same. And I think that is what starts the whole new chapter. Like, dang, so, okay, come on, the phone decided to be ignorant. I think that is what's starting to be the what's next.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see what because y'all was already creative with that, and then now y'all, DeDe told you he started, you know, as a dancer, and clearly we up there doing our own dances now.
Together.
You know, together.
Uh-huh.
Me and Cal, we got our own little thing that we do together. That's the new chapter. You know, we just bring in some fresh energy, you know, and some things for people to hold on to, you know, so that when the years go by, they can say, remember when, and look at them now. So I just think that's just what it is.
Yeah, in the comments right now, Gino, Marcus Myers says, I remember when Tabria first got with R.E. So proud of her.
Oh, thank you, Gina. I love Gina. Hey, Gina, boo.
So how do you feel about the evolution, DeDe? Because you were there before, you're back again. I know you got your comparisons too. I know
it's crazy because I mean people don't. I'm gonna say it again. For those people that don't know, I was part of Rare Essence 21 years ago. 21 years ago, and I came back, and I've been back with them almost a good 3 years now. So. I guess my point that I'm trying to make to you guys is for them to sustain such, to keep, first of all, no matter how we left no matter how I walked out the door the first time, one thing that was very significant about Rare Essence and that people don't understand is that their consistency and their longevity.
Yes.
Is Cal Ripken like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
It's consecutive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, if you don't, I made a Cal Ripken reference because he played so many games in a row, you know what I'm saying? And it showed not only his superstar, but it showed his work ethic. Rare Essence is go-go. Go-go is Rare Essence. We, you know, regardless of whoever steps on stage, I just like Tabria, I got comparisons, like, shout out to my man Shorty Corleone, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you ain't Shorty Corleone, or Shorty Corleone do this.
Right.
I'm not trying to be the
And
next
you're not
Shorty
trying to be,
Corleone.
right.
I was here when Shorty Corleone wasn't here, and I was here. He was here when I wasn't here, and so on and so forth. I've always, and I'm not the DeDe from before, from 21 years ago.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, the evolution that Essence has gravitated to is still yet to be unseen. Like we haven't even touched the iceberg. First of all, the three of us, we're all songwriters.
About to say y'all all right.
We're all songwriters. You know, it's seldom that I even when I was it was seldom that I was on the front line of or in a group where I'm with two other people that can really create a song. You know what I'm saying? Can really say, all right, here go a concept. Let's sit down. Let's write this, that, and the other. And everybody's a boss within their own right. So, you know, I love it. I like I said, I've been part of every combination or, you know, that you may want to think of. But this is one of the combinations that I'm most proud of, that I'm most close to, that I feel for. You know, a lot of times people say that you can't mix business and, you know, friendships together, whatever the case may be.
I beg
to differ. I beg to differ. Like I really no. I mean, seriously. I mean, people. You don't necessarily have to like people that you work with,
sure.
Right.
But I think it helps if you do.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
A genuine, unadulterated, just like I love you, and matter of fact, be able to receive each other's critiques, be able to tell people when you're wrong and right, and actually even jump on to when somebody, you know, wants to give you accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the first to give me accolades, even before the crowd gives me accolades.
Right.
Like you rocked out that set, or, you know, like you really rocked this part out. And I just love being with them. I love Tabria. I love Killa Cal.
Yeah. We love you back.
So let's talk about 45 years. How was the celebration for you guys?
Ooh.
Yeah. Surrounded by legends, in the presence of legends, stamping who you are as legends at the same time. Like, that's a trifecta. So let's talk about it.
I gotta take a deep breath on that. I'm gonna be very honest. I did not know I was going to feel the way that I did the day of. So the way that Andre and the rest of management does business and has been doing business, and apparently it works, is they keep it a mystery. For real.
I don't understand.
They keep it in-house, meaning management in-house, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna get a point of what I'm trying to make. So throughout the process, we oftentimes, the whole time didn't know what to expect as the newer face of Rare Essence.
Wow.
But they were rehearsing.
Even as far as the show was going, right?
Even as far as what the show
show was
format
gonna
was
go,
going to
right.
be, we just didn't know. Now, DeDe, myself, Cal, we know how to put on a Friday night and a Saturday night show.
Absolutely.
You know, this is what we do week to week. We get it. So that's okay. That's not a
That's
thing.
cool.
But this was a major show where we were going to be performing at the MGM and celebrating 45 years. And paying homage to all that came before us.
Really 47.
Really 47.
Yeah, because it's
47
2
because of the
years,
pandemic.
2 years delayed because of COVID.
Of the pandemic.
Yes.
So here's the thing. We kind of was frustrated, like, man. But again, just kudos and to Dre, I'm going to say this because they knew what they were doing, you know, regardless if we understood it or not. When we got there, we understood it.
I understand, right?
We understood it. And me and Cal had a frustrating conversation prior to, and I'll never forget, and Cal came to me and was like, I mean, what's going on? You performing or what? And I was like, So the day of, though, we looked at each other, and I said, he calls me bro. He said, bro. I was like, bro. I was like, I feel it all up in here. He was like, me too, right? And I was just like, oh my God. Listen, I didn't need to do anything. You could have just said, Tabria, blow the whistle, and I would have been so honored. Because I was just looking at all these legends perform, do their thing. And I mean, I'm talking about doing it times 10. And then I'm looking at history. I'm looking at the audience. I'm looking at all of our friends out there going, it just was an energy and an experience unmatched. I never felt the way that I felt that day ever before. Ever. That day, I was just like, oh my God. And even going out there with Miss Kim. Now, I done been on the stage with Miss Kim.
Shout out to Miss Kim.
Shout out to Miss Kim. Shout out to my sister. I done been on stage with her a trillion times. But again, that day, it was different. it just was different, and I felt like we shared energy, we shared things on an intimate level that we just hadn't before that day. And I felt that was a day where I felt like this is my sister. So when you asked me how was that celebration, all I can say was it was unmatched, and I was just honored to be in the building. Yeah, I'm just honored.
For me, especially once again being 20 years removed from Rare Essence and having to come back again, mind you, Rare Essence has had a few reunions, and I've no shade, but I've never been to any reunions before, and this is my second time being a Rare Essence band member. But once again, when you walked in the MGM that night, the nostalgia. First of all, I was part of two different front lines.
Okay, let's go.
My front line back then was me, Miss Kim, Donnell Floyd, Derek Page, and White Boy.
Okay.
And
That's a hell of a front line.
remove Donnell Floyd, insert 32. When Donnell Floyd left to start 911. Then 21 years later, I'm now on stage with White Boy, Tabria, and Killa Cal. Like, to see that night at MGM, like, once again, Rare Essence is it's like that elephant in the room. Like, you know, it's like, I think I was watching sports. I'm a tennis fan, and they were speaking of Wimbledon as being the top tier tennis event. I mean, this is the Mecca. Even if you lose, just to walk out of those gates and, you know, to walk out on stage at the MGM and to see my brothers, the ones I performed with, ones I didn't perform with, to see the older guys, Godfather, Scotty, Big, you know,
we had a good time, DeDe.
It was such. It was so. My word is nostalgic.
Yeah,
you know, so
I like that.
It was very nostalgic. And I was so proud, so proud. Me and Montu had a conversation prior to that. I ain't gonna go into what we talked about. I ain't gonna go into. Me and him talk. We talked.
Did he get you together?
Listen, man, shout out to Mitch Craft, my man Montu, man. Let me tell you something about Montu.
Did he get you together?
People don't know this. If you don't have a relationship with him like this, where he calls you on a personal basis and talks to you and really, you know, I'm older than Montu, but once again, I always tell old people, it's something you can learn from a young person, and it's always something a young person can learn from.
I call DeDe my little big brother.
You know, and I, man, listen, and Montu is one of those people that will. He's one of those people that will ground you. I'm just saying it like that. He'll ground you, and he'll make you understand the moment, even, you know, or understand something that's going on within your life, or something that you're dealing with in a whole nother aspect that you never thought of, and it gives you perspective. So shout out to Montu for being, you know, my quote unquote, you know, my life guru.
Your Yoda.
You know, my Yoda. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My go-go Yoda. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just to put me in the light. So what I got from him from the reunion was be in the building. Yeah. Be in the building.
Yeah.
When you, I didn't understand that till I got in the building.
Absolutely.
You know, till I put on that sweatsuit.
Yeah.
And I you know.
That emotion change.
You know, that emotion changed. You know, like, no matter what I was going through, it was like, damn, I'm in the house.
It was something going around in it, I'm telling you.
Shout out to White Boy for you know, me and bump heads sometimes. But shout out to him, man, for always being the visionary. Shout out to him for being the visionary that I am not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a performer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a manager. I'm not a band leader. He is the definition of what a band leader and a leader is.
Because DeDe is a true creator, and sometimes he come up with stuff, and you be like, okay, brother, you know what I mean? But he's passionate. We all passionate, you know, about what we do. Hey, it takes a lot for us to come up with some of the things. I just want to say this, like, to your point when you say, you know, shout out to Dre for being a visionary. That was another point too there, and I ain't gonna drag this point on because I don't know if you got another point.
Good. Okay. Go ahead, boo.
So another thing that I was so excited about too was just like, I sometimes don't know if Dre is my dad, is my big brother, is he my uncle, is he the older cousin? I don't know, but he's that. right? He's that something
That
that
male
is,
figure in your life.
right? And so, because he'll get on me like, well, why you have to wear that? You got to show all of that. I mean, just turn around. Why they got to look at, that's what he gives. That's what he gives. Yeah, shout out to him. I got an interview with him in a couple minutes. Let me be good before he be like, you know what, never mind. But
And he's also that dude that would take you by surprise, and the minute you think that he's not enjoying himself or that he's not laughing or that,
and that's what I was gonna say.
Like, and it's very rare moments. You know what I'm saying? Because
when
he's
I
all
saw him
about
with
business.
That red blazer on out there or the sports coat, doing his marching band step that he do while he playing the guitar. It was a proud moment once again, because I'm like, look at him. I felt like I was looking at the man. I felt like who put this all together. Do not get me wrong. He's not the only one that has done this. Yes, you have Funk. Yes, you have Brady. I mean, everybody that is a part of the management team that makes things happen. But he is who we respond to on a day-to-day basis.
He is the glue. He's the glue.
He's the glue.
That
and
has kept it together.
When that very next morning, I flew out to Jamaica, and I was sitting in the airport. I called him early in the morning. I'm talking about, it had to be like 7, and I was like, Dre, don't kill me, but I need to give you your flowers.
That's so sweet.
I said, I have to give you your flowers before I get on this plane. I said, I'm over here fighting my tears. I said, I can't express the joy that I feel on the inside. I can't express it. I was downstairs in the dressing room or the green room. I was recording conversations. I shared whatever I could share on social media. Like, y'all, look at this. I just wanted so badly for everybody else to feel what I felt that day.
To be able to experience what you were
But I don't know if
experiencing.
he gets his flowers enough. I don't, because sometimes we complain.
He doesn't.
Sometimes we complain. We do, and I'm like, I don't want my complaints to overshadow my compliments, because I want my flowers. So I was like, let me give you your flowers, and I just told him, I'm so proud of you. I said, you done dealt with so many people, personalities, characteristics, flaws, ups and downs, thieves. I mean, just all types of stuff.
I love him. I love him so
and
much.
for
that
40
lately,
some years, 40
right.
some. Do you know how hard that is to do?
I do.
40 something years.
I love him so much that lately at shows, and I know you've noticed it, I will walk up to Dre even when I'm performing. I think we were at Sax on Sunday, right? We were at Sax. Shout out to that whole show. That was a whole beautiful situation. Shout out to the stripper with the fire and I mean, good God Almighty!
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that was an experience.
It was
okay,
very nice.
that was some sexy
She was there just
shit.
throwing around this fire
Okay,
and butt
yeah,
moving all over
and the couches and the crowd was surrounding
very
you.
nice.
Come on, Sax.
It was
Bring us
nice.
back.
It was very nice.
It rhymed. Okay.
But
Yeah, she
lately,
put the
even
bars
since
to
the
the party.
MGM, I've found this newfound thing where I want to interact with Dre on stage. Like I threw my hand around his shoulder while I was doing the verse for Body Snatchers the other night, and sometimes he looks at me lately like,
because we show each other so much love.
Like I gotta
on
give him the
stage
flowers. I gotta
that
give him the love. Right.
Sometimes you will forget Dre.
That Dre is there,
You will
right?
forget, and so
that he's right
lately
there,
we've
and
been
he
like,
doesn't want
okay,
any of
what
the
is wrong with
accolades
us?
or
We
the
need to
spotlight.
give him. We need to give him this. We need to give him some more energy.
I love you, Dre, man. If you're
Spotlight
listening,
him.
man.
Yeah, spotlight him like we spotlight each
He
other.
don't even say I love you back when you say
He
you
don't.
love him. He don't say I love you
He be
back.
like this. He be like this.
He just shows it.
He shows it.
He just smells, and you know that he's saying he loves you back.
Absolutely.
He loves us.
Absolutely.
So, outside of the moments that you guys had at the 45-year reunion, what did you take away from being around 45 years of a legacy?
For me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to speak so fast. Do you want to?
I want you to speak first every time so I can piggyback off you. So, you know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Between me and my brother Tito, you know what I'm saying?
Lazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest and just say what I took away from that was I was chosen. I was chosen. They chose me. Red Essence chose me to be a part of history. One thing that I hear all the time is, Tabria, you a legend. Tabria, you a celebrity. All these fancy words, and I'm like, man, y'all crazy. I'm a girl from around the way, and I done grew up around this place. But I do have to respect the position that I am.
Yes.
I do have to respect where I am.
Yes.
And who I am.
Yes.
In this city. And so I give all the thanks to, once again, my cousin Frank. He introduced me to go-go. So shout out to IXB. And I'm appreciative and honored to be a part of such legacy. So I walked away feeling like, wow, I was chosen. That was my feeling.
Yeah, for me, I guess, and once again, I'm always staying corrected through COVID. Through 47 years, I think what I take from it is, or just even, look at my contribution to it, or whatever the case is. I'm just so proud. I'm proud. I'm proud, and I'm lucky. Because we always talk about there are a million singers, there are a million guitar players, there are a million this, that, and the other in go-go. But to be chosen on such a high on such a high stage, it's an honor. And whenever I get to do shows like the MGM or something in the water, or even do something as intimate as sax or even aqua.
We didn't even touch something in the water. That was my next question.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
Y'all have had epic and legendary events back to back to back. Let's talk about something in the water before today.
This is perfect. This is gonna warm me up because, like I said earlier, I got another interview after this with DJ Cool. So if y'all could catch that one too. I'm gonna do that with Andre, and we're gonna talk about something in the water. Good God, okay, that was a show for the books. I ain't starting this one because I feel like I got a lot to say. So I hope Tito's working for you right now.
All right, so look, I'm gonna put my Montu hat on right now, only because what I really feel about that festival, I'm not going to really actually share.
This is the no gray area.
Yeah, hello.
Even some of my band.
Wait, about the festival or about the band?
About the festival, and I just think in general how, and stop me if you think I'm about to go too far.
Okay, I will.
And just in general how go-go was treated at this particular festival. Okay. Was I proud to be there, to be to be part of one of the acts that was there? You goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, first and foremost, these tickets are $400 for
facts.
For 3 days of events. So if you was in the house, even as a patron, you was important. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Amazon Prime. I got to catch it for free at home.
Absolutely.
Of my couch.
Shout out to Amazon Prime for doing that for everybody. Everybody stays on Amazon, shopping from Amazon. So shout out to Amazon Prime. But not shouting out Amazon Prime for streaming so late. Okay,
well, no,
I think from my understanding, they didn't stream until 3:00. Okay, they didn't stream until 3:00.
Here's the thing: why would you, as they still selling tickets? Now, this was my gripe. Why would you, as they are still selling tickets, stream it live for free? So you mean to tell me?
They streamed it live to Amazon Prime subscribers.
Amazon Prime Video subscribers.
Subscribers, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you had to have a membership.
But my gripe is they put it on too late.
99 400 99 400.
They had multiple channels. I got to catch everybody. All the acts.
See?
If you're not knowledgeable like Kapri, the voice of the people, then you wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't know that. But once again, shout out to Pharrell Williams, you know what I'm saying, for recognizing the fact that, hey, you in DC, you need to have some DC up there, whatever the case may be. We can argue about time slots and things of that nature, later on a whole nother type of thing. But we were definitely proud. I think me and Tabria, we stayed virtually almost to the end. Yeah. I stayed till the last act. Tyler the Creator. Shout out to Tyler the Creator, man. Very energetic performance. Shout out to everybody that performed there. Young Manny from the city. I didn't even know Young Manny. Nigerian.
Oh, you done made a friend.
Yeah,
I love it.
You know what's so crazy? We need to do a whole another no gray area on just Nigerians in walks of life. Yes, Nigerians in walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Montu will like that one. Montu will like that one. You know what I'm saying?
Nigerian, Montu?
No,
okay,
no, but I'm just talking about the influence of Nigerians in just sports, music, everything, even acting, you know what I'm saying? Like we're in almost every walk of life, and a lot of times when you think your favorite person is, from here, they're from there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay.
Kapri. But you're talking something in the water.
Okay, all I was going to say was I could definitely talk about what I didn't like as far as the organization part goes and how stuff didn't go the way I probably didn't want it to go. Or
Congratulations, Muriel Bowser.
Prefer for it to go. And so, but, congrats, sister. DeDe, man.
He's a
Let's go back to something in the
troublemaker.
water.
He's a troublemaker.
He plays too much.
He
So,
does.
I'm going to get cussed out.
Something in the water was
Later.
a whole nother level for me. It was another level for me because I enjoyed being able, as I always do, being able to perform outside of the norm. We reached the masses again. We had a different crowd standing in front of us, rooting us on. People who knew our music. People
crowd.
who a very, very eclectic, diverse, and versatile crowd, and they knew our music. They knew our music. Like,
how does that feel?
That always feels awesome. You know what I'm
awesome.
saying? And anytime I get to show out with, it's a stage that's bigger than Fast Eddie's and Aqua, and I mean literally, I don't mean figuratively. I'm talking about bigger. Like,
She's gonna be
they go
all
from here
over.
I'm gonna be all over that stage. Like, that's my jam. And I felt like I could be Tabria. And I was on that thing just, hey, hello, what's up, and the people was feeling it. But I felt like, okay, this is just wonderful. The people who we were able to meet, the different celebrities, Tiana Taylor, we met Pusha T, girl, come on now, you ain't that old. Pusha T, like, come on now, like, for real, I'm over here
She
talking.
looking for the alphabet.
He gonna be
Pusha B.
Pusha.
He just
Somebody
pushing.
help me, somebody. Lord, come on now. So, I mean, we just met so many different people. The
Man, the
treatment
hell with
was
that, man. Shout out to
wonderful.
T.O.B.
Shout out to
Sounds of the
T.O.B.,
City.
Sounds of the City,
Backyard.
Band.
Young
And
Manny.
this was
Everybody
also-
local, man.
This is also my favorite part, and I gotta leave because I gotta.
I know,
Okay,
love.
so I just want to say this again. I want to shout out Pharrell and friends and family and Adidas. They hooked us up, y'all. We got
Absolutely.
these 3 big old bags. I ain't even opened my bags up for
Man,
real.
so much stuff.
We had. We had like 2 pair of shoes. We had like skincare, SPF
Sunblock,
stuff. We had
water
something
bottles,
in the water,
hydration
apparel.
kits, all kinds of
I mean,
stuff.
all kinds of. I'm like, man, I'm about to do a whole reel on this. Like, this is, you know what I
This is
mean?
awesome.
Like, the sponsorship was out of this world. It was out of this world, and the access that we had. Unfortunately, we didn't find out till the end, but we had access to literally everything.
Literally everything, right.
And I'm talking about top of the line. So shout out to everybody, and yeah, that's how something in the water went for me.
Shout out to MPD, man. Metropolitan Police Department, man, for running things like they did.
I love you,
man.
Tiana Taylor.
For real, man. Yeah, man. I got to meet Iman Shumpert and little young lady Junie.
Junie kept running around like it was a
Man,
family
let me tell you,
barbecue and
man.
tapping me on my shoulder.
She her mother. She is her mother. She got her father's face, but she is her mother with that talent. I'm trying to tell you, man. Very, very, very humble young lady. Yep.
All right, we're going to thank Tabria for stepping in. She definitely has another interview. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to reboot with DeDe. We're going to get into a few things with DeDe. We're going to talk about that subtle era. We're going to, yep, it's coming.
I wasn't ready for that.
You better
I wasn't
get
ready for that.
If you're not ready, you better get ready.
Okay.
Thank y'all
right
for
here.
stepping into No Gray Area. My boo Tabria is
you.
getting ready to step off. I will have you back.
Okay.
You will
And I'm
definitely
coming,
be
and I'm
back.
All right, eat for life.
Definitely. Shout out to my boo Tabria. You can find her swimsuits at Babe
Killer, we
in
gonna fight.
Suits.
Yeah, we are.
We gonna fight, Killer.
He'll be here soon. He just texts he's en route.
We gonna be. Hope you got some egg rolls.
Sometime.
Hope you got some crank sauce.
You can find her swimsuits at BABENSUITS.com for the sexy all size swimwear. We're going to take a quick break right here on No Gray Area. Make sure you guys head on over to www.crankrock.com for the latest and greatest in Mitchcraft attire or meet us in store. 9244 East Hampton Drive, Capitol Heights, Maryland, Suite 201. We will be right back after this quick break, guys.
All right, let me check. You
good?
say I can't
Monty,
go
you
like
can
this?
fight me later. I
somewhere. Right, shit. Hey, Montana, that's what I was born to do. Don't ever watch me. I came out the womb doing this here. I keep trying to tell my young man, hold the beat, hold it right there. Make him dance, BJ. Hey. Yeah, Billy Jean, don't be so mean, y'all. Let him pump it on up. Goddamn, Willie, hold that shit. Stay right there, BJ. Bust the move right now. Warming the martinis, ladies and gentlemen. Lisa of the world, my girl. Let me get some music, y'all. Play something for me, goddamn. Shit. Right. Oh, that's Larry Hoover right there, huh? That my nephew? Now, no, that ain't my nephew. Let the music play. Let it play. Play it like this. Let me get it up right, goddamn. Train dog shit. Is that Larry Hoover? Homeboy. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Dirty motherfucker over there. Yes, he is. I hate that nigga there. Hold that beat right here. Pump that shit. Ain't no way I can left some. Ah. Right. Right. Oh, shit. Right. Oh, Doughboy. 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 Right. Wait a minute. Pump that. Oh, BJ. I ain't know Willie and BJ could lock in like they do. I never knew that one there. Let the music play a little bit, y'all. Play it. Play it loud. Lady DeDe, IE family, all right? I think it's time to re-up, homeboy. Yes, sir. Right. Frankenstein in the building, y'all. That's what they do. Real slick. Hold that shit. BJ, right. Lock in, Willie. Pump it. Pump it. Let's go back. Let's go. Leave it right there. Pump it.
I think I broke my mic. Hold on. All right, guys, we are back right here. Thank y'all so much for stepping into No Gray Area on a Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. Love, light, and transparency. Tabria had to step off for another interview. We're waiting for our other guests. But in the mean and in between time, it's Kapri and DeDe time. You ready, DeDe?
Man, I don't think we've ever had Kapri and DeDe.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Not quite, but I'm almost ready.
Okay. You need your cup, your phone?
No, there's nothing in my cup unless you're going to put something in it.
Oh,
But
but give me your cup. I'm
sure,
gonna get
here's
you
my
back
cup
together.
right here. There you go.
We're going to get DeDe back
There you
together
go.
because we're going to get some truth out of DeDe.
There we go. There we go.
So let's talk about your Subtle Thoughts era. That's the era that I first met DeDe.
Oh, my God. Subtle Thoughts era.
Gene Pratt.
Whew, man.
Safari Steakhouse.
Man, shout out to my man Taj Diggs, Kamis Lee, Gene Pratt, Walker Reds, my man Redfoot. Hey, look here. That was one of those years, an era in my life where, man, I don't know, man. It was just different. Yeah, I love Subtle Thoughts, man. That was we had a run.
How long was your run with Subtle?
Man, which time?
Exactly. That's what I'm
I
talking
know,
about.
right?
So let's get into the first time. Who was on the front line with you? How long was your run?
The first time I was with Subtle Thoughts, it was I, Gene Pratt, Taj Diggs, and I want to say Michelle Blackwell.
Shout out to Michelle Blackwell.
Yep, Michelle Blackwell. As the years went on by, I don't know. Let's just say it like this, because I can't tell you how many front lines I was a part of with Subtle Thoughts, because I mean there was even a period in time when half of Familiar Faces left Familiar Faces and got with Subtle Thoughts, and it was me, Halima, and Khalil on the front line. But one thing that was synonymous with every, I guess, front line of Subtle Thoughts was DeDe. Through maybe 30 or so frontline band members to maybe 10 drummers, 15 keyboard players, 5 Congo players. DeDe was synonymous through all of these ensembles.
So why did you stick around with? Okay, so your first run was how long?
My first run was maybe a good 6 or 7 years.
And then where does DeDe go after that?
Man, after Subtle,
The first run.
After the first run, man, who did I go with then? After the first run, I got locked up.
So you were down for 4 years.
I was down for 4 years. No, I take that back. Let's go back. The first time, my first run was, like I said, me, Camise, Michelle Blackwell, Pratt. Second run, me, Camise, Pratt, Taj. Third run, me, Halima, Khalil. Actually, before that run, me, Adia Doors.
Shout out to Adia.
Yeah, me, Adia Doors, Chia Lee, and Scotty, Pastor J from Zion Church. Yes, that's what I meant. But a lot of people don't know Pastor J from Woodbridge, Zion Church, used to be on the front line with me with Subtle Thoughts. When he had hair. He had long hair, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And I'm a member of Zion.
Yeah, so then after that, I get locked up, enter Steve Roy, Kendra, and things of that nature. I come back for a brief period again with Kendall, Pretty Nikki, and
So Subtle seems to be the band that draws you back. That and RE, to me, seems like the ones that you've had your longest tenures with.
Absolutely. That and Let It Flow.
And Let It Flow. How long was your tenure with Let It Flow?
Collectively, maybe a 9 years.
So off and on?
Off and on 9 years, yeah. Yeah, off and on 9 years. Shout out to Pam Ward.
I love Pam.
Malik
Shout
Savage.
out to my Pam.
My man Bill. And the rest of Let It Flow.
Because, see, you've had a chance to work with a lot of legends. So you've been able to absorb a lot of energy, learn a lot of things.
Big shout out to Tony, to Big Tony from Trouble Funk. Got to play there for 3 hours. Yes.
3 hours?
Whenever it's a short stint, I call it 3 hours.
Oh, I'm about to say 3 hours. That's one show. Like, we shot them out for one show. Like that.
No. It was very brief. Though. But it was exciting because I'm a fan of Trouble Funk as well.
A fan of Trouble Funk. What did you love about Trouble Funk? I love the bomb. I got a problem with dropping the bomb. I wish.
I like Let's Get Small.
Oh, Let's Get Small. Y'all, he bought his
shout out to Big Tony, man. That's right. Shout out to Big Tony. Let's Get Small, y'all.
Huh? It is. He don't know.
It is. It's really a hot song.
It is definitely a Get High song. So what keeps you in the culture? Because a lot of people may not know it, but you, not only are you a writer, but you are an independent performer. You do things outside of the genre of go-go. What keeps you here?
What keeps me here is the fact that this is what I came from. It's what inspired me as a youth. Back in the day, getting some youth employment jobs at Duke Ellington. Shout out to Marion Berry, the late great Marion Berry, for giving us those opportunities to be involved in not just music but theater and things of that nature. So what keeps me in it is the fact that it's rich in DC culture, and being the son of two Nigerian immigrants.
A Taurus and a Scorpio.
Yeah, but it's crazy. My mother was a Taurus. My
Like
dad was
me.
a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
And you're marrying a Taurus.
I'm engaged to a. I'm
You're
engaged to a
marrying
Taurus.
a Taurus.
I'm engaged
Shout
to
out
a
to
Taurus.
Melissa.
Yeah, but shout out to my fiance. I call her my fiambe. My fiambe Melissa. I'm about to marry my best friend. So it's crazy, and it's crazy because I remember when I first met her, she's like, I don't want to talk to nobody that's in the band, and yeah, you engaged in one now.
Oh,
so,
don't sass her like that. Don't do that.
I know it's cool though.
Yeah, don't sass her
I
like that.
had to show her my other side. I had to show her my cultured side. Yeah,
Cultured.
cultured.
I'll let that ride. Where's the camera so I can look at it? Cultured. That was his word.
Culture.
So you come back to it because this is what you came from and this is what you love. So what do you want your legacy to be for this culture? Because your tenure is 30
years.
almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years
In
now.
3 years, we should have a 40-year celebration for you, honestly.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, it's
that
time.
would be weird. That would be weird.
That would be life.
That would be weird.
That would be giving you your flowers.
I'm not used to being celebrated. That's the funny thing. But I'm cool with that. Because I think I always look at my legacy as being yet to be celebrated. At 51 young years of age.
With more energy than people half your age on that stage, respectfully.
right?
No disrespect to anybody, but
I know, man. I'm just
y'all
saying,
better check the footage.
I take pride in being one of the most energetic, one of the most, one of the ones that will give you stage presence. So, I just want my legacy to be. I think it's funny that you just said what you just said, but I want my legacy to be celebrated. I think so. Yeah.
But you want to experience it. You don't want it to be celebrated when you can't experience the celebration. That just doesn't make sense.
True that.
3 years, it's time for a 40-year celebration.
Well, let's speak it into existence.
40 years.
And let's invite all the bands that I've ever played for to come through, and let's do
All
a
the
song.
different versions?
And let's do all the different versions of your African brother DeDe.
Yeah. Your African brother, DeDe.
Yes. Yes.
I was trying to hold it in. I could not. Your brother Tito and that cup got you moving.
Yeah. Me and Tito are very, very good together.
Good together. A goat and a bag of rice.
I know that's right.
So what's next for you in the culture? What do you want to accomplish in 2022? We halfway done with the year. Well, more than halfway done.
I'm in the business of re-evolving. So
because I know at one point you were working on an independent project.
I am, and I am still currently doing that.
Oh.
I think
We back?
Yeah, we are. Back during the pandemic, with all y'all little PPE money and everything that everybody experienced. I was also able to birth my own situation. DeDe Entertainment was born, and it's an official business registered in the state of Maryland.
Okay,
and,
congratulations, DeDe
thank you so much.
Entertainment.
DeDe Entertainment. So be looking forward to some things coming from that. A lot of original stuff, a lot of Afrocentric stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to cater to I want to cater a little bit more to shout out to Africa and everybody that Fireboard DML, Thames, DeVito, everybody that has been putting Nigeria on the map lately. This is why I said we got to have a whole nother segment about how Nigerians are not necessarily shaping the culture, but happen to be in almost every walk of life, being forerunners, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I'm a proud Nigerian, I'm a proud DC native, and yeah.
So you want your legacy to be that DeDe was?
That DeDe loved DC and Nigeria, and he loved music, and he loved people, and he was down to earth.
I'll take that. I'll take the down to earth part too. So with your project, what type of audience do you want to reach? Do you want it to be a specific audience? What type of music are you planning on working on?
Specifically, because I'm a well-rounded person musically, it's going to deal with. I'm going to touch all genres. I'm going to touch old school. I'm gonna touch Afro beats. I'm gonna touch reggae music. I'm gonna touch jazz. I'm gonna touch R&B. I'm definitely gonna touch go-go. So definitely gonna touch spoken word and poetry. If we can involve some thespian type of aspect in where we're doing skits or
Acting.
Acting of some sort, comedy. I'm a stand-up comedian. People don't know that. I want to involve every aspect of that into what I want to offer to the world. That's what Day-to-Day Entertainment is going to offer to the world. I trust me. Y'all ain't ready.
Oh, they not ready.
Yeah. Y'all think y'all know me, but y'all really don't know.
You have
me.
no idea.
You have no idea.
So you want Day-to-Day Entertainment to be your outlet, your way of showing the world exactly who you are as a writer, as an actor, as a comedian.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think that's pretty dope. I think it's even doper because I know it comes from a genuine place, because I know you're very passionate about everything you do.
I am.
Especially your performance.
All right.
I think you're probably harder on yourself than most people are on you.
I am, probably only because I feel like I haven't been able to do the best I can do. So maybe sometimes I feel limited, not necessarily by people, but maybe of situations. So, but I really feel like I haven't. One thing that I have been lucky to do is I've been lucky to stay relevant, and I've been lucky enough to keep reinventing myself. You know what I'm saying? So. Or maybe not necessarily reinventing myself, but reintroducing myself in different situations where people can say, well, damn, I didn't know he did that. Or I didn't know he was that funny. Or I didn't know he acted. I didn't know he sang. I didn't know he did this, and I didn't know he did that. So, yeah.
So you spoke of reinventing, and then you changed it to a different word.
Reintroducing.
But so how do you go about these reintroductions? Because in this culture, normally whatever your reputation was, it still is. So how do you go about reintroducing the new levels of DeDe? Because to other people, it's levels. To people that know you, they know this is what you do.
Take my very minuscule career, for example.
Very minuscule career.
I'm very humble. Sorry
Father
about that.
God,
But
step in.
I started as just take my evolution, for example. I started as a dancer. I became a rapper. I became a reggae chanter to somebody who became eventually a lead talker. You know what I'm saying? Not just a hype man, but a lead talker for a band. So this is something that was always in me. You know what I'm saying? But something that people had never seen. So that's why I always use the word reintroduction or reintroduce, because certain people, even when I've been in situations, for example, with Round of Applause, shout out to Willie Howe and my man Nathan Johnson.
Let's touch on it. What is Round of Applause?
Well, Round of Applause, when I was there, was a group of musicians that came from almost every powerhouse situation in the city, that came together to be themselves, to be what they couldn't be within their own conglomerates. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, I think the way that Willie was able to play with Round of Applause was different from the way he's able to play with Harassing, or still familiar. Same thing with Nathan Johnson, from when he played with Vibe or versus when he plays with Subtle, or whatever the case may be. It's an outlet and it's a very condensed, intimate outlet. It's a one-man frontline thing whenever I'm there. Because that's another aspect. That's another aspect that people have never seen about me. I can do a show by myself. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy being on stage with Tabria and Killa Cal. But if it comes down to it, and Cal is late or whatever the case may be,
the show must go on.
The show must go on, and I will give you 110%. And yeah, you might not feel like Killa Cal was there, but you're gonna feel like you partied at least. So
at least you party.
Exactly, and that's all I'm about. I'm about giving you ultimate performances. You know what I'm saying, and giving you my all when I'm on stage, and making you feel like you didn't waste your $10 to $50 to get in the club. You know what I'm saying, that you enjoyed yourself. So yeah.
So as a fan, what would you like to see next from the culture as a whole?
First of all, I would like to see what the evolution has become now, not become a black eye. When I say not become a black guy, we spoke of something in the water earlier and how great something in the water was that day. But you know, right down the street in front of the mayor's building, you know what I'm saying, we ended up getting a black eye. I'm not going to go into detail. Everybody knows what happened that day. When I heard it while I was at something in the water, I was very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I was very disappointed because I just felt like go-go in general, you know, doesn't need any more bad publicity. I felt like that was bad publicity. Was it probably an isolated event? It probably was. Most incidents that happen at go-go's are isolated events, but ultimately go-go gets blamed for it.
Yes,
you know
as
what
a
I'm saying?
whole.
So I'm going to implore, you know, people like my man Big Black Bo from TCB and my man Chris from TOB, you know, that are the forerunners, the torch bearers, you know, of go-go now. You know what I'm saying? To let's get it to where y'all speaking to these crowds, you know what I'm saying, before, during, and after.
Having the real conversation.
Having a real conversation that we having fun right now. It needs to stay fun. You know what I'm saying? It needs to stay fun, and you know, and not to bring that to our party. You know what I'm saying? Go-go has never been go-go has violence has surrounded go-go, but go-go has never been surrounded violence. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be something that I wanted to be something that our culture evolves and gets to the next level safely.
And that's to make it to and from safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like the black eye stigma for this culture is one that we, like, as soon as one black eye heals, another one comes.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a comfortability outside of the culture with disrupting what we have going on in the culture. I feel like we have gotten to a place where it's okay for you to turn to somebody and tell them, yeah, don't be a Bama. Like, don't do that wild shit. Like, you gonna fuck it up for everybody.
Right.
Especially
if you're with that person.
That's number one. Let's get on number two. Especially when go-go is down the street on a main stage as big as something in the water.
Don't do that.
And this is what you bring around it. It's very disheartening. It's hard to sit back and just not be expressive about. Treading lightly, being respectful, not knowing the full spectrum of the situation, but just the end result is disheartening. A police officer shot, a child loses their life. Like, it's just disheartening as a whole. I just really want us to get back to a place where the same way we're sitting down and having conversations and everybody else can sit down and have conversations, that if things get that far gone, that those are the things that can actually happen in real life.
Right,
because I feel like we have stepped away and gotten away from being a community. And I feel like the go-go is a place where we go to fellowship. A lot of people don't understand that go-go is not just music. It's a way of life. It's a way of comfort. It's something that gets people through situations that most people can't make it through. We go there to let our hair down. We go there to have a good time. We go there to celebrate y'all. We go there to enjoy the music. And I just wanted to get back to that. So during your almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years. Every time I say it just...
I know, it makes me feel old, though.
You're not old. You're seasoned. You started young, though.
I can still do 50 miles on a bicycle, so, you know.
But you started young. You started at 15, correct?
I did. I started at 15.
So, I mean, it's not like we saying 40 years from yesterday, but
right.
You started at 15.
But believe it or not, it feels like yesterday. Only in the sense that, you know, when a show like the MGM or something in the water can make you feel like you're at a Wellness Park or a Black Hole or, you know what I'm saying, or RSVP, you know what I'm saying, like, or Eastside, for example, you know what I'm saying, when a show can give you the nostalgia of something that happened 20, 30 years ago, you know, that's something to be seen, you know. I love our culture, man, you know what I'm saying. I hate when our culture is shitted on. You know what I'm saying? I hate when our culture is shitted on, and I'm an advocate for. I mean, I remember I went to New Orleans. Me and my fiance went to New Orleans in February, and I got to perform with the whole band on Bourbon Street, and their idea of what like they were so proud of what we were doing for music and as far as go-go was concerned.
Because they have bounce down there. What is it called? Bounce? They're bounce. No, it's not bounce. It is bounce. It's called New Orleans bounce music.
It's New Orleans bounce
it's
music.
New Orleans bounce.
But
it's the closest thing that they have to go-go.
Man, listen. First, and that's another thing too. Let me make this point too. The way the musicians and the entertainers band together in New Orleans is so different. Shout out to New Orleans once again for making me love music again, making me love bands again, making me love seeing different people. You know, they have a love for one another there. They're all of this stuff, like, for example, what Tabria was talking about earlier about, you know, people asking, you not Kim and this, that, and the other. Like, it was never that.
That's
you know
crazy to me.
It's never that down there. You know, I went. Bourbon Street is if you've never been to New Orleans, it's a street full of bars and taverns. And when I say full of bars, I'm talking about
from beginning
at least
to end
100, at least 100. I'm talking about back to back to back, next door to each other, where tourists, locals, and everybody go in, and every entertainer is basically making money. You know what I'm saying? They're making money down there, and they're never jealous of each other. They're never wondering why it's more of a crowd in this club than it is that club.
Exactly.
You know, because every swarm or every movement of people down Bourbon Street is going to touch every single bar there. They're going to grab a drink. They're going to stick their head in to see what the entertainment was. And they had a love for one another that we don't have for each other here. Go-go bands. People in D.C. love each other, y'all. Love each other, man. We don't love each other, man. We don't love each other when it comes to these bands. We don't love each other when it comes to sectors and you from Northeast and Southeast and this, that, and the other. We need to love each other for that. So that's all I'm saying about that.
Oh no, the love is a thing that I really feel like we need to get back to in this culture. I feel like that's the only way we're going to be able to move forward and grow. Because as long as it's situations where it feels like people are pitted against one another, while I understand and respect that with the area not being a large area, the group of fan base that most bands, because there are some bands who have their own fan base, doesn't matter where anybody else is playing, their fans are going to be there.
Absolutely.
But for the others, it is like a fight because you're all fighting for the same pool of venues, the same pool of fans that don't have anything to do. So it feels like it has to be a competition when it necessarily does not have to if it's marketed and done the right way. Yeah. But that would take a reintroduction, like DeDe said.
As a matter of fact, the first person I spoke to, real quick, when I went to New Orleans was mine too. When I came back, and I was telling them how, man, the first thing I said was, man, we need a Bourbon Street in D.C. You know what I'm saying, where all the bands can play.
People would lose their mind.
Like, people don't understand. Like, I mean, like,
Bourbon Street don't close.
Bourbon Street don't close. It's open all night. And once again, matter of fact, those musicians down there, shout out to my man, man, I can't remember his name, the trombonist
the one
that I
you
met.
told me, yes.
The one I told you about. Man, listen, his last name is Taplin. I just can't remember his first name. These guys do they do 3-hour sets 3-hour sets 4 times a day.
That's too much.
That's big.
Speaking of 3 hours.
Look who's here.
No, don't look who's here him. He told me he was going to be running late. You know we had to rearrange life.
All of the killers are here.
You know
we are pleasant. Yeah, we are pleasant. All of the killers are here.
There you go, perfect.
There you go.
Speaking of reintroduction, the homie Killa Cal is definitely in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him. It's okay. These mics are, there you go.
Yeah, that's right there.
Killers of the Calvins.
What's up?
First and foremost, thank you for stepping in the No Gray area. You definitely stepped in the stands, but this is your first time here. You know this is love, light, transparency, nothing but truth. One, thank you for rearranging your schedule to make it here.
No
We're going to throat chop DeDe after the show. Not right now. Not live on the air. Afterwards, it's
Yeah, all that there.
Throat Chop City.
All that there.
But let's get into it. So I met you in your natural causes phase.
Right.
So let's get into your full legacy in the culture, because they ran theirs down. I want you to run yours down for the people who don't know.
Okay.
They might just know what band Killa Cal. They might just know R.E. Killa Cal. So let's give them your legacy.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it started in college. I went to Hampton University. Had a band at Hampton University. We used to open up for all the bands to come down. That's how I had a rapport with Junkyard, Backyard, No Feast, Essence. Did that my whole time in college. Coming home, brought the college crowd with me, and Natural Causes. Turned into Natural Causes. Opened up for Northeast Groovers.
Market Lounge. Lower them steps. Yes.
Everywhere.
You formerly known as Dinosaurs before Amazon.
Dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
In-law.
Facts.
In-law.
Facts.
Plenty of good drunken nights. Chinese bourbon is the devil. That's all I have.
Not Chinese bourbon.
No, let me tell you something. If you got there early enough on them Amazon nights, they had karaoke. Yeah. So you would go in, and we had made friends with the bartenders. It was Jen, a guy named Bill, and a dude named Joe. And they had karaoke in the back area. Wow. So we were in the front, and we were just laughing and joking. And he was like, "You sing? Come to the back." And I'm like, all right. So we go back there, and they like, "You shot." I'm like, okay. But by the time they played, it's a wrap. It's a wrap by then. You're done. You're done. And they don't chill your liquor. You got to drink it room temperature, because they say chilled is bad for your kidney and your liver.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
You're supposed to drink your alcohol without ice in it.
Gotcha.
You're not supposed to put ice in it. But that's when I met Cal.
Yep.
Well, Market Lounge days first.
Market Lounge first.
All those
Junkyard.
steps.
Everywhere Junkyard went,
y'all
they
open.
took us. Yeah, they took us. So Bugs took me under his wing, and it's that's just how I've been. You know, I was doing the rap stuff as well, on the side. I was taking trips to New York, having meetings. I mean, I just been living that double life, you know, the whole time. So, up to date, moving on up past Junkyard. Got with the What Band. Rapper came and seen. Rapper Michelle came to see Natural Causes.
I remember that phone call.
Lounge. They came to the Market Lounge. Was like, man, what's up? What you doing? With Natural Causes, I was the lead talker and the rapper, and we had Jizzle.
You were lead talker and rapper, and then it was Showtime.
Yeah, it was Showtime.
It was you and Showtime, and then Showtime left, and you step up to lead talker.
No, never
Showtime.
Never
Showtime.
Okay.
That was Katie. Was on Congos.
Yep.
So Showtime leaves. Killa Cal steps up to lead talker, introducing my best friend Jizzle.
Yep.
Those two on the front line together, the energy is amazing.
That's my guy.
Because you have two artists that not only know music but can freestyle, and they feed off the energy of the crowd, like literally.
Gotcha.
So it was that, and then I remember getting a phone call from Christian Black, and he said, "That dude Killa Cal with Natural Causes, they ain't doing nothing with him. I want him." And I was like, "Well, then you need to call Kelly. That's the band's manager. The proper way to do business is to reach out to the manager." I've never told this story publicly, Cal. It's only because you're here. So I called Kelly, and Kelly says what Kelly says. I'm not going to say what Kelly said on the air. So then I called Cal. Cal and I on the phone for 19 hours that day, off and on, talking about the possibility, what it would look like. Should I do it? I think I'm going to make the phone call. I don't know. Like, it was one of those situations. And then next thing I know, it's him, Michelle, Chris, was Stefan with y'all then? And Stefan.
That's it.
That was before he was called Cuddy. I don't know where Cuddy came from.
I don't know where Cuddy. I don't know where Cuddy came from. That little skinny ass.
I never called him Cuddy. Never called him Cuddy.
Yeah.
But that happened. That was when, was it Steve? What was his name? Little short guy.
Steve.
Yeah. Steve and Drew was managing y'all,
Drew,
and they played across the street from Red Lobster on 450.
Yeah.
And at the Safari Steakhouse.
Yep.
I'm no longer with Metro, so I will say this out loud. I made a promise to him and Michelle that I would be at every show. So I would do all my work for the whole night, leave on lunch break, go to their show, and then go back to work.
Wow.
And I did that for a very long time because I made a promise to them. We were there from when there were no fans till it was so packed that you couldn't even get in. And then Cal pulls me to the side at Club Elite. and said something to me that broke my heart, but it made me happy at the same time. Cal says, I got a call. I'm getting ready to go. I'm like, well, where you going? Because we going too. Like, it's after hours, we drinking, we eating cake. Like, where we going? Like, it's pancake time. He like, I need you to call Jizzle and tell him be ready. I'm like, for what? Like, what's going on? He like, I got the call from RE and I'm leaving. But I'm not leaving till, I think you said November then? Or January. It was one of the two.
That was a quick one. That was the same week.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not leaving until...
We couldn't come to, I called a meeting with What Band, and they couldn't never get the meeting together. So, yeah, that's how it worked.
Yeah, that's a hard meeting. That's a hard meeting.
Get that meeting together. So, yeah, it was time to make a move. So,
I called
the final
Jizzle.
show was Trey Wins.
Yes.
Jizzle had been coming out, a couple of weeks before I was leaving, scoping everything out, seeing what was going on. He slid, he slid
right in.
Yeah, like it wasn't.
There was really no transition.
Yeah, like it was. He got right to it, did what he needed to do. I made my transition to Rare Essence, and I've been here for 10 years now.
So let's talk about your tenure with Rare Essence.
Absolutely.
First show, what's the emotion like?
First show was snow. It was snowing at the trade winds.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Saying, wow, my first show was going to be 5 people. Snow.
But that'll make it easy, though. Easy transition. Boom.
I get there, line around the corner.
About to say no 5 people.
Snow. Winko came. Rapper stopped through. It was a whole lot of people stopped through to show some love. And it was awesome. It was awesome.
So 10 years later,
man,
we have dropped albums as an independent artist.
Man.
You have done a song with Rare Essence with Snoop.
Yeah.
You got the opportunity to meet and work with CeeLo Green. You've been moving and working and grooving.
Yeah.
From Natural Causes Cal.
That's a blessing.
To Killa Cal the Animal.
Absolutely.
What have you learned and what can you share with anybody that's aspiring?
Dope question.
Thank you.
What I can learn, the advice I can give is this. Anybody that know me, I'm big on love. I show it all the love. I give a lot of respect. I don't tolerate disrespect. So just don't burn your bridges, man. Like, do good business, be a man of your word, stand on what you stand on, be respectful, and you'll get fired. That's enough to get you fired. You ain't gotta do the antics. Man, I done seen so many of the internet antics and the Facebook antics. Man, I take notes. I love it. I take notes. I know everything everybody's saying, but I use that as energy. You know what I'm saying? And what I noticed about this is the people that's making all the negative noise, they don't got nothing going on.
Period.
They don't got nothing going on.
But that.
Yeah, that's it.
But
they're thriving off that. So when you give them that attention, that just make it better. And what's crazy is the negativeness pulls people in that you think was cool. They fall into the trap and I see all of it.
But
and I love it.
I'm going to say this to the Yoda in the room, Montu, because I be ready to go smack, like, oh, okay.
Nah.
And now it's just like,
you can't.
And no, it's not even that I can't, because honestly and truthfully, I should not, because I am a representation of what I am working to do in this culture. Right. But I don't do it because it gives you life.
It gives them.
You need life.
Right.
I'm not giving CPR to a dead. Listen, I'm not giving CPR to no dead situations. And your situation dead if you got to mention my name.
They want your platform.
It's cute.
They need you.
They need it. They need to say that somebody, that Kapri, the voice of the people, or Killa Cal from Rare Essence responded to me. You know what I'm saying?
I can't give you my 20,000. I can't give you my 20,000.
I can't give you my 3,000 or 5,000. I worked hard for that.
I can't give you everything I worked hard for just for you to get your spotlight.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
So
shit.
catch up. I mean, all
and that's the thing. Put the work in.
Yeah,
we out here working. The work doesn't stop.
I got it out the mud.
I remember Natural Causes days, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Calvin has come a long way. He's come a long way. From Impalas to now, he's come a long way.
Me and him talked about shows at the Millennium with the What Band, and I'm just like,
I think they was dropping pills and people drinks at the Millennium. Ain't no, y'all not gonna tell me nothing different. I don't remember Millennium days.
Pascal joint. What's Pascal joint?
DeUnique.
DeUnique. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The Revolution Cafe.
I remember shows like I've been. First of all, let me say something about Killa Cal. Let me give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Tasha said to Cal,
Uh-oh.
Cal. Man, I love this dude so much, man. This dude's so fucking humble. Such a, if you know him, you know he's a down to earth. You know he a wild boy.
He been around since my son was 2.
But you know he's down to earth. He ain't about that noise.
Yeah.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? So we was on. Me and Melissa was on the phone with Tasha for like last hour talking about Freaky LaJuan.
Oh, okay.
So
Freaky LaJuan.
Yeah, Freaky LaJuan. We ain't gonna
Okay,
tell you how
okay.
Freaky LaJuan is. But
Okay.
Yeah, we was talking about Freaky. We was talking about. But every time Cal's name comes up, it's like. He's so mannish. He's such a good dude.
He stays out the way.
He stays out the way. He's not confrontational, but he's present. You know what I'm saying? He's a force. So when I finally got to be on the front line with him officially, it was like, and mind you, me and him have been talking about this for
years, since the millennium, and the millennium has been closed for a very long time. My baby was a baby. He was 2 back
for
then.
years.
Ooh, and he'll be 22 this weekend.
To get it together the way we did. I before you came, I told him we was the Golden State of Go-Go right now when KD was with him.
Right.
That's what we are.
I appreciate that.
No, I agree.
That's what we are, you know. So, you know, you my Steph Curry, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
appreciate
you know, yeah,
love.
I really love you for that, man. For real.
Love,
Yeah.
bro. Love.
Yeah. Don't ask me who KD or Klay Thompson is. Don't
do it.
It's
No,
love,
I ain't gonna
man.
do that.
It's love. I'm glad we got to build that. And,
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people. What's funny about Rare Essence, right? Rare Essence got this long legacy, 45 years.
47.
So 47, technically closer to 50. You're right.
Three more for 50
right.
and 3 more for 40 for him. Like,
Yeah.
let's do it.
You're right. So Rare Essence has this long timeline. So it's so many people that they came in and out. It's so many alumni. It's like the biggest go-go fraternity ever. Like
It is.
The talent, the producers, the rappers, the singers.
We had over
talkers.
30 band members.
Rest in peace, Chucky.
Yep.
We had over excuse me, y'all. We had over 30 relevant band members
Yeah.
that were at the MGM 45-year reunion.
Facts.
That's not done by mistake.
Yeah.
Everybody that was a part of it, each individual part that's part of the engine is a relevant part.
Facts.
So
Facts. So that legacy is just, I mean, it's unbelievable when you think about it.
So I got the chance to ask them, how was the 45-year celebration for you?
Man, I mean, it was emotional. It was awesome. I mean, to see a band, you know, we come from the Natural Causes and the bands that we started out with, to get to this point to where we could, like a couple weeks before that, I saw Babyface and Kim in the same venue.
Exactly.
Those are national artists.
Exactly.
It looked exactly the same. It was jam-packed, everybody having a good time. The stage, the lights, the way the show was set up, the sets. I mean, and when I really knew it was real was when they had to break down the songs that they were going to do. It's over 200-some songs.
Yes, the catalog
They
is
had to break it down.
super
They had to
extensive.
break it down. So, I mean, to break it down into a 2-hour show, 2.5-hour show,
man,
I mean, that was hard. So the experience alone was just great. Being able,
Tabria was talking about the mystery that white boy left
Oh,
us in
yes,
for the show in general. Go ahead, Cal.
yeah, yes. That's, oh my God. But,
So nobody knew if they were performing. Tabria said everybody was just like,
Yeah.
we just gonna show up, and whatever it is, it's just gonna be.
We all had sweatsuits. That's how we needed to be there. The best part for me, when I talked to Floyd a couple weeks ago, he just was like, man, I just had fun kicking it with you, sitting down eating dinner.
Yeah.
Sitting down eating dinner, listening to all
Do you remember
stories.
that? Do you remember that little dinner
Yes.
that we had right there? Oh
Yes.
my God!
It's the
man.
memories.
It's the memories.
It's the
And they
memories.
love it. And what I love about it is, especially with Floyd, I like to call him out because he likes to downplay things, but Floyd really loved that show. He really enjoyed himself. He really saw how important he was to the legacy, and just to see him get his thing off was that was deep.
Shout out to DeDe Floyd, man.
So something in the water for you.
Oh man, awesome. How you doing?
How you doing, Sabrina? How you doing?
Oh no!
How you doing?
Hi, I tried to
How you doing?
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
I tried to sneak
Even to
in.
be selective.
All three of us here now, y'all.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
we
about to
all
go
here.
down. Don't worry about
Right,
it.
it's gonna get crazy. But just to be selective for something in the water, man. All of us got ties to Pharrell and Pusha and that whole camp. So to be able to perform and get in there and get it done, I do wish we had a later slot.
They said the same thing.
I spoke of that, brother.
I wish we had a later slot, man. So
They wanted to understand why local talent had to play so early, but the bigger talents. But I also feel like with it being the first year
There you go.
and the transition
I can go
from
for that.
Virginia to the
Yeah.
city, I
go for
feel
that.
like as it grows, it will get better. The
Facts.
input from the fans will make it better. I actually feel like corporate sponsorship from the go-go side could make it better. I feel like there are a lot of things that could be done to change
and
that.
they got time to do it. I
Absolutely.
heard they signed on for some years.
It's either
They got
5 or
time.
10-year deal.
They got
Yeah.
time.
It is
Yeah.
5 years.
So let's work
yeah.
on it.
But what y'all understand is, as soon as the event ends, you are now planning for the next
the
year.
next
For the
one,
next year,
absolutely.
that's exactly how it happens. There's
Shout
no
out to Go-Go.
downtime.
Shout out to Go-Go.
Yeah.
Go-Go looked good out there.
Yes.
I told him once again. Shout out to T.O.B. Shout out to Backyard.
Yep.
Shout out to Sounds of the City.
TV
Shout out to
said, "Hey,
Black
y'all."
Alley. Shout out to Red Essence. Shout out to everybody. Young Manny. Everybody. All the local talent that was there.
We look good out there.
But we look good.
Sideboard and 757 got their own thing. We respect that. We know the
Absolutely.
history.
Yeah.
We look good.
You know what's crazy? The crazy thing is, okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. It might
Welcome
seem a
back,
little
love.
ghetto,
No, you're
but I'm
great.
back. But
It's
I
a no
just
gray
wanna-
area. Life happens.
Okay, you see that? Now,
Life happens, boo.
okay. So I'm just getting ready to add to the sentiments that I already gave earlier, DeDe gave, and now Killa Cal is giving. So I like I told you all, I just had another interview and I had to do it with Big G and Weezy from BYB and also Dre, White Boy. They said the same exact thing that we just said. You know, the same exact thing. But I think that what we all agreed to was the fact that we were able to perform in front of another group of people.
And they knew your music.
And a lot of them knew our music. And then a lot of them did not. But guess what? They partied with us as if, oh my goodness. And so nothing brings us more joy as artists to be able to get on stage and see that the crowd is bopping and rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? So that right there was like the real good takeaway. But like you said, now you know, okay, how can we enhance this? How can we make this better?
How do we reach out to change the dynamic?
Reach out to the DC
Like we have a huge following here. We
a
understand
huge-
your
we're a
national
part of
acts
the
do
Mecca.
too.
We're a part of the musical
This
Mecca.
is the Mecca.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is the Mecca for
Absolutely.
go-go, period.
Absolutely.
Period. You have to come here. You have to pay your homage. You have to take your L's here. Period. I done seen some of the biggest bands take L's here. It's something that you have to do. It's a cultural right. It happens.
Absolutely.
It's your sacrifice to the culture.
Yeah.
It's life. So now that I have all three of y'all together, and we talked about you guys being the next generation, what do you guys want to accomplish as a unit with Rare Essence? What do you want people to say when they walk away from seeing y'all perform together? Because I know what I say. My footage, y'all partying the whole time, okay? We have a good time.
Well, I'll go first. I want catalog.
Yeah.
I feel like Rare Essence is known for their catalog. We currently play a lot of the classic material right now. I want to transition into our own classic material. So that's what we're working on. That's what we've been working on. That's been a focus of mine, coming in to try to create catalog. Definitely nothing wrong with covers. I don't even know why people be complaining about covers. There's nothing wrong with covers.
You listen to them in your car.
Yeah, it's just about
Hold on, but not only that, do y'all love Luther Vandross? Because y'all don't want me to tell y'all how many covers Luther Vandross got of songs that y'all
Exactly.
think
He was
are
a
originals.
cover.
Don't play with me.
Every
Chuck
one
Brown
of
too.
Luther,
Chuck
every one
Brown
of Luther
too.
Vandross's hits were covers.
So to me,
I
it's
can
about
only
your
speak
creativity.
for.
Yeah, that's facts. It's all about your creativity.
It really is.
Go-Go always put our own spin on them covers. But we ain't even gonna talk about covers right now. I'm just saying, as far as I just want catalog, man. I want catalog. I want success.
You're talking to three writers.
Facts. 3 independent artists. You know, like our band alone, we got about 6 or 7 independent artists and producers in the band.
Exactly.
You know, so even down to our drummer.
Absolutely.
You know, so I mean, we in position to do what we need
I
to do.
love
We just gotta
Snugs.
execute. We just gotta-
Shout out to my man Snuggles. I mean Snugs.
I love Snugs. I love. He's so humble and so
Yeah,
laid back. I don't
that's
know
my
what
man.
y'all get on the other side, but so humble and laid back. DeDe, for you, what do you want it to say for you, for the three of you? What would you want the stamp to be, the legacy to be in Tabria?
I just want our full potential to come to fruition. I want us to be able to actually meet up on a piece of paper and actually bring it to light. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to manifest it, because you know that means you got to write with a real pencil on real paper. That's how you manifest it. That's the
it's
key
just
to
that simple.
manifestation. Don't play with it.
It really is.
Okay.
It really is.
It is.
You know what's so crazy? I didn't learn that till 40.
Oh,
you know,
pull
that you
pumpkin.
had to write down.
With a real
You know,
pencil on
Vision
paper.
board, dog.
You got to write down your short term and your long term goals. You know what I'm saying?
And you have to revisit
Sometimes
them.
you got to make your long term goals short term. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll push you to move faster.
And you have to
to
revisit it as you mark it off, and you have to celebrate every victory.
And trust me, believe me, when you write it down, you'll look back at that list and you'll be like, "Damn, I got a bunch of check marks of shit that I accomplished."
Celebrate it.
Now you can rewrite a list and you can get it together. What we've done is rewritten our list, and we just trying to bring it to life.
Y'all are working on
That's
your
it.
your
We're
era
trying to
of
bring it to light.
crank history.
That's it.
Absolutely.
You know, the only thing that I can add is I'm a piggyback.
In my DeDe voice, speak first so I can piggyback.
You know what I'm saying? They pretty much have said it. My sentiments are what they said. You know, just bringing in catalog. I'll be honest, I didn't even think I was going to be able to bring a little piece of the catalog for a long time. I was like, good Lord, good Lord, baby. They been doing it. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna sing these classics and you
doing
gonna
it
like
for
it.
They been doing it 47
Sing
years,
this shit,
baby.
nigga.
You know, they've been doing it 47 years, baby.
There she was.
Right as the door. You know what I mean? You know?
Don't y'all get in trouble. Messing with me, don't get in trouble. Messing with me.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't been here before, but for me, it was like newcomer alert. And so I just didn't think, you know what I'm
About to say.
Man,
So how was your transition? Because she got compared to Miss Kim. You're not Miss Kim. You're not Shorty. Why you trying to do Shorty pause? Shorty don't do it like
Exactly.
compare.
that. Cal, you know I know, but the people don't know.
Jeez.
The people don't know.
Well, you got Lil Benny.
Keep going.
They ain't nothing alike.
Nothing.
You got Floyd,
Yeah,
the
nothing.
king of the go-go beat.
Yeah, nothing.
32.
Yes. David Ellis. Shout out to
Apples, oranges, peaches,
Oh my
and
God.
lemons.
But see, for me, it's crazy because I feel like in go-go, we hold on to what we see and hear for so long, and we expect that when other people come in. But when it's the NFL or the NBA, when a trade happened, a trade just happened, and it makes the team better. So I'm trying to understand, and I get it because I love what I love.
Yeah.
You know, I loved What Band
Absolutely.
the way it was.
Yeah.
Things happened. Jizzle came. I loved it.
Yeah.
Then other transitions happen, and it's like, that
Yeah.
might not be my jam
There's
anymore.
nothing wrong with
And
that.
life
Yeah.
happens.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm letting go of the Cowboys this season too, possibly.
You did what?
I think I'm letting go of the Cowboys this season and letting go of NFL altogether. Think I'm
the Commanders.
We're not the
I'm letting
Skins.
go of the NFL altogether.
NFL's really
But,
getting on my nerves too.
girl.
Okay, go ahead, Dede.
I really
Girl.
believe. I really believe that we, as patrons or fans or whatever the case may be, we're always going to love what we saw before.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're always going to love. I'm in love with, like, as a matter of fact, I tell people to this day, my favorite Essence song is Body Moves, which is their first hit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mine is Lock It.
Mine too. I will lock it in the grocery store, bar
funk.
mitzvah, at
Hold
a
up,
funeral.
This is funk. You know, Michael Muse and Funky Ned singing on it on this right here. You know, so you can't expect that, you know, forever. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect that forever. We patrons in this city right here are spoiled. The reason I say they're spoiled is because they get it week in, week out.
They don't get a chance to miss it.
And when you break up that monotony, it's foreign to them, and now they don't like it. They're very critical. You know what I'm saying? Of nigga, you ain't do Floyd part right. You ain't do Shorty part right. You ain't Miss Kim. You know this, that, and the other. Nah, we are who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Why does the comparison even have to happen?
But it's gonna happen.
Because we
Because
get it
they-
so often, and you
And I just told you, they're spoiled. Our patrons are
very
spoiled.
and you used to what you're hearing.
Used to.
And, hey, I'm sorry I keep bringing up the other interview, but they said exactly what you just said. And one of the comments that Big G said was, "Don't nobody do it like a go-go artist."
I agree.
We literally do this day in and day out, and in our sleep, and then gotta wake up and do it again.
And do it again.
We literally just came off like a 5 or 6, 7, 8 show spree.
Run.
Oh, for 2 weeks.
Run,
Yeah.
okay?
Right.
Listen, we had to
Yeah,
go
you
back
had
to
like
back to
5,
back to
6
back to
shows
back to
in
back.
4
Yeah,
days.
16 shows
Yeah.
in 20 days.
Yeah.
Listen, back to back.
The
That's
sacrificing
hard.
of your
we
time
was
at
the point where we
home.
were like, I
And
don't
gave
know if
our
we're gonna
best
make it to the next
performances.
show. You know what I'm saying? And then you might get a day break like today, you know, and then you go right back to it on Wednesday. I know Cal got to go back at it tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'm featuring,
Yes.
you know, and I'm not sure
I'm in the
what day
studio
they
tomorrow.
have, but
Wednesday,
everybody is
Sunday
going.
again.
So here's it. I mean, good Lord, you know.
It's a
And
perform.
right back at it this weekend.
But it's a performer's genre, and a lot of people don't understand that when you perform that often, it's hard on your voice, it's hard on your body, it's hard for people who have spouses and families.
Go-go
It can be
artists
hard
in
on your
general,
personal life.
Go-go artists, especially the ones that are on the microphone, are the hardest working vocalists in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, our voices, our tracheas, our throats are the strongest.
But it's both though, because
We tear our stuff down to build it up.
Even your back line.
Right?
But I
They
just say
work
drummers and Congo
Drummers
players.
and Congo players play
Yes.
all night long.
Yes,
All night.
they don't get a break.
All night long.
They don't get a
Keyboardists
break.
get a break before they do.
Yes.
drummers
You don't
and
need chords for
Congo
everything.
players.
No.
And people don't even talk about it, man. We play in sometimes in venues once or twice a week that people
No
are
air.
allowed to smoke weed
Yeah.
and,
No
and
air.
things of that nature. No
So what
air,
does that
no
do to your vocal cords? What does that
What?
do?
It's fried. It's
No,
just fried.
we are
It's fried
destroyed.
for the night. You come out of
Okay.
my name is Stanley, okay? So if you ever catch me after my name is
What's up, DeDe?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? If you catch me on a Sunday or the
I get the hair early in the morning. I already know.
And so he come with some dumbass joke, and I come back like, the fuck you want, you black bitch. And so, you know, and that's just what it is. All right, I ain't gonna curse no more in this
No,
show.
you're welcome to
But
No
I'm
Great
just-
Area. You're
all
free to
right,
use
I'm
whatever
just
language
saying,
you'd like.
But he just thinks that shit is fucking hilarious. You know? But if you catch me on a Sunday.
And I would
after
fire. I'd be like, man, down there, you sound like my little brother today. You know what I'm saying? I would say that. I would say that to
But
her.
I just let you know, like if I sound like a man, call me Stan. I don't want to be called Stan. I don't want to be called Stan.
So the smoking affects you guys. In venues with no AC. Let's talk about it, because as a patron, I can't survive it. So I can't imagine being up on the stage with 10 or 11 other people around you that are hot and sweaty. Y'all are not in a huge space. So everybody up there is
Can I
hot and
comment
sweaty.
on this first? I'm gonna just
Yes.
say this, and it might go over your head when I say it or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna say it like this because I had a conversation about somebody about this earlier today. Black and brown need to get along. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Black and brown need to get along.
Okay.
If we are primarily the people who are coming in
To your
patronizing the
establishment.
business,
Yes.
then y'all need to give us great service.
Yes.
And y'all need to, especially if we're the talent, y'all need to treat us a little better.
But I feel like that should be in general for every venue that you step into, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you are not only a performer, but you're a patron of that establishment. Because you're going to patronize the bar. If you're hungry, you're going to buy food. So you're not just a performer. You are a patron. You are a
The
customer.
establishments know this.
You're a customer.
Right.
But the other part is just respectfully, if they're treating you that way and you're the talent,
You already know how they treat
what you
the
think they
patients.
treating the
And that's my point.
hands up?
That's my point.
Don't shoot.
You know, no
I'm just
shade.
saying.
We was at Saks just this past weekend. My two band members don't even know about this, but I got into it with some of the, I guess the establishment at Saks or whatever the case may be. And this is the reason why I said black and brown need to get along, because a lot of the establishments that we play at lately are basically run by brown people. No shade to Latino people or whatever the
Yes.
case may be. I don't know who these people are. But anytime I gotta pay $70 for 3 drinks and 3 cups of water, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, and matter of fact, I don't even have a complaint about that. If I gotta pay that much for, you know, for my service, well, at least give us great service back in return.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That's
it
all
has
I'm
to be an
asking for.
exchange. It has to be an
Exactly.
exchange. It can't be a situation where you are a workhorse and you're just bringing money into their establishment and you're getting nothing in
Exactly.
return.
Exactly.
But I also feel like that has become the norm in this culture. So it's like,
That's because we accept it.
Exactly. We don't speak up enough. Let me tell you
And
what I do.
that
I
comes
just
from the
work
performers
around
and the
bends.
patrons. Right.
I agree.
work around the bends. Let me tell you what I do. This it's called finessing. And sometimes some people say, well, you know, it's a part of being a woman. I don't know who's calling me. Uncle, I have an interview I'm doing. And so sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And so you got to just kind of work it. Work the room. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I mean, they see us, they hear us, but sometimes when you match your face and then you come and you speak to people, it makes all the difference in the world.
It does.
And it made a difference for me, I'll say, you know, because I was over there like ready to slap Cal one of his hats off his head, like, you coming to the stage every time. They got drinks all over. You want a drink? I got a drink. You want a drink? Everybody got a drink.
I couldn't get a drink.
And I'm like, nigga, I couldn't even get half a drink.
Right, I couldn't even get half a drink, right.
So what I did was, let me introduce myself to the bar team.
Even Cal had to hit me to that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I do that every time I host. I get every bartender's name and I put everybody on the mic. Like, here you go.
How you doing?
Yeah. Let's make friends because I'm sending money to you anyway.
And I'm in here every Saturday.
Hence
I'm
my
in here
suggestion.
every Friday.
Black and brown need to get along, man.
And so I thank you for what you do. You like what I do? What song did you hear me hit? You get?
Yeah,
now
you make
now
friends.
We're conversing.
You
We're
make friends. Yeah.
And so
That's
now
a work
when
friend.
I come up here, hey, make sure you get okay, cause
That's a work
and
friend.
so I'm just simply saying that just sometimes you got to do it, but what I just said is just, I'm trying to serve as a reminder to all of us, black and brown. It's okay to be nice. It
is.
It really
Customer
is.
service is everything, especially when you have bands in there weekly, and that normally means like
You
establishments.
see us every week.
But not just
You see the patrons every week.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. Some of those patrons patronize your establishment 3 or 4 times a week because bands are playing. That is what sustains a lot of clubs is bands. Respectfully, there's some bands that are only.
That's been that for 30 plus
I'm
years
just
in
saying.
this area.
So we've gotten to a point where we can respectfully say like it's got to do better. The cost of everything is going up. Gas, food,
That don't even
alcohol,
make sense.
people's time, all of that goes up because you're spending time away from your kids. That's time you're not going to get back. You're spending time away from your significant other. That's a sacrifice that some people can't get over eventually. Like
Yeah, that put a strain on relationships.
it does.
It does.
So
It really
so at
does.
least when you go out, at least
it did. Right.
Okay.
at least when you go out, it needs to be a situation where you're treated fairly, they're treated fairly, and everybody's feeling good. So speaking of fans, what have you guys learned from your fans? Because I know that your fans talk to y'all. They pull y'all aside. They have conversations. Some conversations can be crazy. Trust me, I've witnessed a few. But some can be amazing.
Right.
So what have you guys taken away from your fans?
I mean, I just take away, it's just like customer service, like any job. I mean, you hear your fans out on some of their concerns, you take the negatives and the positives, and you just try to make the best of it. You try to build on the input they give you. At least I know that's what I try to do.
DeDe is sitting here with his eyes squinting. What's that about, DeDe?
Now,
Mr. Falarin.
Now, I think what I get from my fans is I get the appreciation from my fans.
Absolutely.
I get that they notice us, that we as band members, a lot of band members don't know that we really help and shape the way somebody's day or the next couple of days or week goes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't crank or you didn't acknowledge them, I already know Cal got the shout out every freaking hood and every, even more than white boy got to do on the microphone, whatever it is, all night long.
They woke up and grabbed pant legs very quickly.
Listen, first of all, some of the dudes are even worse than females when it comes.
I've gotten
to
knocked
this.
over a couple times.
Yeah, they're worse than females, and I love it all. But my point is, if you don't know as a band member that you got to touch the people. You got to touch the people. You got to touch people. So for some of y'all band members that don't, y'all standoffish, y'all arrogant, y'all don't want to speak to these people, y'all won't go sit in the corner, this, that, and the other. You're not gonna have any longevity in this shit.
Yourself,
You want to hear what's funny?
Get over yourself.
Tasha
Right.
just said that band members need to be more personable.
Yeah.
Like I've actually seen people turn their nose up at fans trying to speak to
Yeah, I
them
know.
or have conversations, and I'm like,
man.
these people help put your kids through college and
Yeah.
pay your mortgage.
Right.
Some of y'all don't have real jobs. They paying your car note and putting gas in your tank tonight.
Yeah,
like,
and patrons-
don't give them your ass to kiss.
Yeah, and patrons understand that I know I do. We make a conscious efforts to remember your names, to remember the situations you're going through, be it a birthday, a divorce, a death in the family, anything, the crew that you're from. We make a conscious effort to remember this on a nightly basis. Between the alcohol, whoever partakes in drugs, whatever the case may be.
type of day you had,
Right.
what you're going through in your life, all
I
of
don't
those
know how many
things.
times I've had a patron come up to me and be like, You don't remember my name, or come on, man. I know you. Not we remember, and we acknowledge you.
So I get to see you guys' chemistry. How did your chemistry come to be what it is? Because y'all have so much fun with each other. And white boy is just playing and he looking over. And you see a smirk occasionally. But y'all have so much fun. So how did that come to be? Because a lot of bands don't have that same chemistry. So how did that come to be for y'all?
I mean, I think on my end, I just think luckily we just get along, period. That always helps. You can kind of see bands over the years. We've seen bands tons of times where you can tell it's friction. We really don't have...
Or they don't fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't really communicate. And we don't got to communicate weekly or daily, but we know where we at.
But the I would say this: the communication on stage is real, and it ain't even got to be no words. We can just look at each other, bust out laughing, or whatever. We just know, we feel it. We feel the vibe, we feel the energy. And I'm gonna say this: like since day one, I've been able to establish a stage communication something or train with Cal. I've not been able to do that with all people, all parties involved. But since day one, I've been able to go, okay, with my eyes. And Cal be like, okay.
Right.
And we've been able to vibe off to that. And that's still the way that it goes. I don't need to speak to them every day, but I know that when we on stage, we know exactly what
you just heard me and her talk about.
Means.
She said she called me, and I told her I purposely did not answer.
So disrespectful.
And I said to him, I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
and she
because
said, I know your black ass did it.
Yeah, I know because I know your black ass. You get where I'm going? Mm-hmm. And so...
And for me, I mean, of course, I've had a relationship with Cal before, you know, from a band perspective. Yeah. Never had a relationship with Tabria, but once again, me and her probably have a better communication level because we're so interactive on a lot of things. Because especially for a lot of her songs, I do backgrounds or whatever the case may be. So we feed off each other, and it's an unspoken type of thing. You know what I'm saying? We don't...
That's the thing. That's what I was going to say. We got a lot of unspoken...
Y'all have a language without using words.
It really is.
For me, it's my first language. You know, sign language is my
your first language.
I can read your face and know what you're giving. Right. You know, and I'm gonna stay on Kyle for a minute because I've been doing it with him longer than DeDe. There's been times where I know Cal thinking someone say I ain't even gotta look. I just did a quick look and I already know, and I'm just gonna turn back the other way, and I know exactly what he's saying.
Thinking.
I know exactly what he's saying, and I know exactly what he's doing. Right. DeDe, same exact thing. DeDe gonna give me the face or the whatever, and I know. Sometimes we all make the same face.
At the same time.
At the same time. We look at each other.
I saw that Fast Daddies. I think it's the funniest thing I ever saw. My camera wasn't out though. I'm mad.
But I'm just saying that
it happens like
you
that.
gotta be open to that. Now sometimes, you know, you do have individuals who are too insecure to be open like that, or too all about themselves, or too arrogant.
How does that work in a band, though?
It doesn't work in the band. So either one or two things are gonna happen. You're gonna fix yourself, or you're gonna see your way out. You can't do that with a group. You can't do that, period.
Well, and you can't do that with a group that's trying to do something.
And it's relational, right?
So or when you're in the middle of something.
And I'm saying that to say, like, if you got a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, tell me a relationship that works where somebody just all about them and not about the relationship. It doesn't work. So this is a relationship. I don't care how many people is involved. It's a relationship.
I give you a great example.
You got to be open.
I give you a great example. When I first got here, and I'm going to mention the only friction that we've ever had on the front line. As people don't talk about this, you know what I'm saying? People don't talk about when we have bad shows or when we bump heads or whatever the case may be. But for example, I know y'all hear most of the time, Killa Cal, Tabria have already had a performer relationship with this. Insert DeDe, who is Mr. Extra, you know what I'm saying? And I remember the first couple shows, I thought that I needed to be extra, you know what I'm saying? One, because... but the reason why I was being extra was because I had never really, when I stopped singing with Raz since 21 years ago, I never really followed them. I never knew what each one of them did. I never knew what each one of their strengths was. I knew what Cal's strength was, but I didn't know what his strength was lately. You know what I'm saying? Or for specifically with Raz.
Because evolution had taken place, and it's a different role in a different. Well, it's a different role in a corporation,
right?
Because this is a corporate situation at this point,
right? And the first thing I found out was DeDe. And the first thing I found out was DeDe, you're doing too much. Meaning, I don't have to do as much as I'm doing because they're already doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? Not for me, but already doing it together. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Tabria was great at this, and to even not be in as many as all these great bands or whatever the case may be, she's so seasoned to be such a newcomer in all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the first things she said to me is, find your niche, find your space.
About to say, because your last situation was a situation where you had to be extra.
Exactly.
I had to be extra because
I said the same thing.
So so toning down is something that's foreign to you. So it's a new learned action.
I said the same thing.
Toning down is something that's new to me, but filling a role is nothing that's new to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just need to figure out what my role was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Find the gaps. That's all you got to do.
That
Just
part.
find. That was the word she used. She used the word find the gaps, find your space. You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference. That's
So
what makes you
whenever you listen to Red Essence right now, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna hear us all following each other.
Yes.
Right.
She may go first. She may go first. I may go second.
Right.
He may go third. He may go first. She may go second. I may go third.
Right.
But it's a succession.
The chemistry is there.
and it's natural. It's
real.
natural.
Everything successful needs space. Everything
Absolutely.
musically, like if you listen to music, bounce beat. We love bounce beat because it's space in the
Yes.
music.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
it.
Yeah.
It's space.
Yeah.
It's space.
And it just
all
makes sense.
music
It makes
needs
sense.
space. You have to have space to be successful because then you're gonna be all over each other.
Yeah.
When I first got here, I came from what band? I was the hype. I was
You
the
were.
rap.
Yeah.
When I got here, they didn't need me to do that.
No.
Coleon was doing that.
Yes.
So I had to find my spot.
And then
I remember White Boy
when
told
you
me-
came, I told them that. I said,
I had to find my
Cal,
spot.
right? Before Cal got here, I said, we all had to figure out something different when we
Yeah.
got here.
Yes.
I said, Cal said, okay, 32, that's what you did. Sure, that what you did. Okay, well, guess what? We're
I'm
going
gonna
to find
put
my rap
I'm gonna
right
put my
here.
rap on top
Yeah,
of it, and
tell
I'm
you,
gonna
that's
make it a
exactly
hit.
what I said.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Rapper told me. He was like, Cal, you leading from the two. That don't happen a lot like that.
No.
White Boy is the lead talker,
Yes.
Yeah.
but 70% of the time,
You're
You're
lead
the-
talking.
yeah.
I'm leading from
Yes.
the two.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
So you got to know when to do that.
White Boy is the smoothest. He knows when
White
to
Boy
fall
is the
back,
goat.
and he turns over and he
the
gives
goat.
you a look, and he goes back to playing his guitar because he know
and
y'all
here's
know
the
your
thing.
roles and your jobs.
But guess what? It's so simple. It ain't. he's
It
not
really
putting-
is. Once
he's
you
not
get it,
putting no
once you get
extra
it.
into
No,
it.
it's not
I'm
rocket
serious, He's not
science.
putting no extra. I already know when Dre whatever, Kyle giving it okay, he gonna give it. I'm looking at Kyle. I'm gonna give it. Dre, I said Dre, Lord, they give whatever. We already know it go boom, blah blah blah, and we fall in. You know, it's just as long as you read the room, read the band, you are okay. What you
You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah,
And,
you
lo-
know
and,
where
and
you
one more thing, long as your leader is established.
And that's what I was getting ready
Let's
to
be
say.
clear. I
You
might
have
lead
to.
from
You
the
have to.
two.
They have to
I
trust
am
you.
not the leader.
But they also have to.
I don't think y'all just heard what Cal just said. He said he may lead from the two,
But he's not the
He is
leader.
not the leader. I think I said that earlier before you came in.
and
Like,
he only say a few words, meaning Dre.
what did I say earlier? I said Dre is a visionary, the visionary
Yes.
that I could never be.
It's
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? That I could never be. So he knows what he does. You know what I'm saying?
And
he really
he's,
does.
He's seen, and y'all got to remember, Dre has seen these generations of talent. He knows
Come
what
and
he
go,
wants you-
right.
He know where you need to be at. He know where
For the
going
most
to
part,
fall.
right.
Right. He know what he need. You just got to use your talent to fill the role. That's it.
Right.
Well, I feel like he's a visionary because I feel like not only did he keep RE relevant, but he brought in a new and younger front line that will be able to sustain
I don't know about
whatever the
younger.
well.
Your energy.
But what you have to understand is age is nothing but a number. But what you exhibit on that stage
Right.
is, like I told you before, you have more energy than a lot of people younger than you. You're actually into your performance. You enjoy your performance. You enjoy who you're performing with. You get up there and you act as if this is the last time you're going to hit the
have to.
stage
Look who
every
I'm standing
time.
beside. Look who I'm standing beside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's also in recognition of knowing the talent that is around you, which is a beautiful thing too, which means you're not self-absorbed.
Yeah.
they command that attention from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I get on stage, I make sure that I try to match my brothers and my sisters' energy. You know what I'm saying? It's times when his energy may be off,
Yep.
and I may not even know it. Guess what? Guess what Kyla say at the end of the show? Hey, bro, my energy was all, bro. You
My
know what I'm saying? I
bad.
wasn't feeling cool
It
about
will do that.
the sound or whatever the case may be. I I didn't even know it.
Yep.
But he'll tell me, and I'd be like, well, damn, okay, I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Even the addition of Tony T.
That's a big addition.
Like it is putting Rare Essence in a situation where they will transcend time,
Absolutely.
which is the blueprint to stay relevant.
This was
Even
by
BJ.
mistake. Yeah,
And his culture, BJ as well.
BJ.
And that's why I said
this
it.
is by mistake.
That's why I say he's a visionary. He's a genius. He understands that sustainability
He knows
means
exactly
what
what
he's
he
doing.
wants.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly what he wants.
Gotta have some youth to push forward, though. Like everybody loves the old school. We love the old school. You gotta have some youth to push forward in anything.
Or somebody that has youth in them.
About to
You know
say,
what I'm
because
saying?
me and Sue have this conversation on a consistent basis about the amount of days behind people and the amount of days that are ahead of them. And
that's deep.
his legacy and his tenure is a long one. Sugar Bear, Funk, all of them have long legacies and tenures. And I can say that I see him setting Rare Essence up for success when he doesn't necessarily have to grace the stage. I don't know how that would look, how it would go, how people would feel, but he's put himself in a position where he has 3 amazing talents on the front line that he can trust. And it's like y'all grab the torch and y'all just like, let's get it. We gonna boogie, we gonna have a good time, we gonna keep it youthful, we gonna keep it fresh, even when y'all are doing the classics.
Right.
And that's what I was just about to say. As long as we stay consistent with what made Rare Essence,
And your energy
Rare
level.
Essence will never die, no matter
Exactly.
who's on stage. Even if we're long and gone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I had to realize. You know, like I think I spoke of that before you came about how Rare Essence stayed relevant for 21 years
While he was gone.
while I'm far removed. You know what I'm saying? While I was doing this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying?
Plenty have come and go.
And plenty come and go. You know what I'm saying? So Rare Essence is always going to stand strong. So
Definitely.
yeah.
So the next chapter for y'all in Rare Essence, we got 5 months left in this year. This year flew by so fast, y'all. I'm not lying to y'all.
It really did.
It flew. I remember New Year's, and now it's like we getting ready for the 4th of July.
That's because we was pressed to go out because
I never stopped. I never stopped going out. I was always outside. Life has to happen. Money don't stop.
Right.
Outside don't
Well,
close.
we
The
know
streets
Cal was
always
outside.
open. Listen, and if he wasn't outside, he was in the studio. But
That's
something
right.
he was making
Cal-
something shake.
believe it or not,
And
Cal is
Tabria
the
was taking her
James
time to
Brown of
develop her
go-go.
swimsuit line. So
Killa Cal is the James Brown of go-go, okay? Killa Cal is the James Brown
gonna
of
work.
go-go.
I'm gonna
Remember
work.
I said that, y'all.
One thing you can't say is I ain't gonna work. I'm gonna put that work in.
Hardest working man in our business,
And he
man.
is. And
He
he
really is.
so let's
This
go.
man ain't been on Facebook in 35 years, and he is the face on Go-Go Report.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell you.
he's not gonna get on
Every time
Facebook.
I
He's
open
all
up
right
Go-Go
sliding in
Report,
IG and sliding
every
out.
time I
He
open
doesn't
up
need the
Go-Go Report, I be
longevity.
like, now look at this.
You crack up laughing,
Look
don't
at
you? Yeah, so let's give Go-Go some advice.
Okay.
Don't you look at me like that.
Let me start off there.
Oh, yeah, look,
Let me-
Cal, like, yes,
let
let
me-
me breathe.
You asked this question earlier, so I'm gonna give Go-Go some more advice. You know what I'm saying? Don't be closed-minded.
Gotta be open-minded.
Don't be closed-minded. You know that. Don't be closed-minded. Know that your potential is limitless.
Okay?
You know what I'm saying? Just know that our potential is limitless. Like we have so much further to go. Like in order for us to be relevant, like rock and roll is still relevant today, or whatever the case may be. One, we have to love each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that again. We gotta stop the crab in the barrel mentality. We have to love each other. We have to love each other. We cannot think we are competition to each other. We need to be competition to everybody else. It's everybody. It's like my man Draymond Green. There's no gray area. It's like my man Draymond Green saying when he won a championship. Man, it's us fuck everybody else.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning go fuck everybody else.
Facts.
Meaning DC, the DMV as we like to call it, fuck everybody else.
Facts.
That's the way the South did it. That's the way the West did it. That's the way up New York did it. That's the way we need to do
That's
it.
how rap did. That's how hip hop. Listen,
That's
you
my
had
advice
to
for
move
Go-Go.
to New York and be at the Mecca in order for you to make it in the go-go
Exactly.
scene
That's my
when it
advice
first
for Go-Go.
popped off.
That's
okay.
my advice for Go-Go.
Tabria,
Love each other.
love one another. Self-destruction. Sorry,
Metaphor
I was just going to
self-destruction.
say,
we need to remix it.
as a female in go-go.
Yeah, let's go, because you know I feel this, all this, all this emotion. I feel all this.
It's only a few of us.
Right.
It's only a few of us compared to all of our
Male
beautiful
counterparts.
men and male counterparts. Don't be afraid to lean on each other for support. Don't be afraid to lean on each other for advice. Don't be afraid to lean on each other for whatever it is that you need. I feel like too often we feel alone because I hear it so often amongst us. And even our male counterparts, you know, we all suffer with anxiety one way or another. We all do. I've talked to so many people, even, you know, my fellow bandmates, like we all suffer with anxiety. And I just want to say that, you know, we are the minority when it comes to the music genre, but at the same time, we are a people and we are the greatest. We are the greatest at what we do, and the world knows it. People who have a bigger platform than us, I'm not going to say they're bigger than us, I'm just going to say they have a bigger platform than us.
Facts.
They use us. They come to us and they ask, can we feature y'all? When honestly, we need to be featuring them.
Facts.
So I'm simply saying, don't be afraid to use one another. And if you are afraid to use somebody, hey, you could call me. I'm available. I feel like I've been very available to a lot of different people, but it's been like in the cut. So here I am using this beautiful platform, and again, I'm honored to be here to say, don't be afraid. Hey, call on
Reach out.
somebody. Reach out and touch.
Don't be afraid to support each other, man.
Man.
Publicly.
Man.
That's heavy right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
We waiting on your advice, Cal.
My advice?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, they touched on most of it. I mean, the negativity got to stop. We got to start supporting each other from the bounce beat all the way up to the OG bands.
Absolutely.
We got to collaborate more. Support is big, man. I mean, even just reposting something. Just free support.
That is free.
Yeah, it ain't even about
free 99.
It ain't even about buying it.
Free 99.
It's about support. When I look at my numbers and my singles, all of my stuff is out of town. Most of my biggest numbers are out of town. Houston. I mean, I could pull up my stuff on the phone. Most of my Spotify hits is Houston and Florida and California and the Netherlands and the UK. So I mean, it should be DC. It should be number one.
Your algorithm is outside
it should be
even
number one.
The country.
Facts.
It's always like that.
Facts.
It's
And I'm
always
putting
like
out
that.
go-go singles. I'm putting out rap singles. I just can see that people are supporting from other places.
Yep.
I would love for DC, Maryland, Virginia to be number one on all my lists, and it's not.
But you know, I'm gonna say this. I don't think that people don't want to show you love.
Fact.
I think it goes back to DeDe made a point earlier. Was it DeDe that said our people are just spoiled?
Yes.
They get
I did
so
say that.
much of
Yes.
us that they feel as though we already support you.
Oh,
You
no
good?
question.
Exactly.
Easily
No question.
So I just
accessible.
wanted to
can
throw that
I can
little
see
piece
him
that's
on
real.
Friday.
That's what
Oh,
this
I
is
get mad
for.
about to see you on
I
Friday.
can see him on Saturday.
They
That's my
don't think
support.
about,
Exactly.
hey, this little extra thing is something extra. And I
Right.
need you to support me on this level.
That's real. I mean,
Yeah,
even going back,
pay-
I told a story in another interview when I was in XXL magazine, in a rap magazine. I come running in Murray Goes with the magazine. I'm like, hey, look, man, I'm in a magazine. Jadakiss right here.
They ain't
I'm in
getting
here
no
with this.
fucks.
And he was like, oh, that's what's up, man. Hey, my man birthday tonight. Southside. This. I was like, oh.
Disheartening.
Right. I was like, oh.
Patrons, we need
Right.
y'all to understand that, yes, y'all fund our whole existence. We love y'all for that, but we also need y'all to understand that we do this 3, 4, 5 times a week for y'all, and it ain't easy. It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? And if it was easy, you as patrons would be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean-
so because you can't do it and because you pay to come see us or whatever the case may be, know that we love y'all and y'all should love us
I
too.
mean, preach on, preacher, preach.
That's a whole nother.
You know,
I'm just
listen, because
saying.
we could
I just say,
Everybody be up there.
listen. They already
If it was that
tried.
easy.
They already tried.
you know how many times I get mad at
I'm gonna
somebody
go ahead
and
and
be like,
I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Ain't no more fans.
It ain't.
Fans are critical.
Fans are in
Go-go
bands.
fans are very
Fans
critical.
are in bands.
But what you have
Fans are
to, but what you understand, you have to understand is at this point, life is made it so they have access to everything. This is not like the 80s and the 90s where you had to be there to experience it, or you had to get the PA tape from PA Palace. Somebody is live from every event.
Yep.
Somebody is in the midst of everything you're doing. So the more that you expose, the more entitled and comfortable they feel. So when you make yourself elusive, like you can only see me perform, I'm out the way on social media, I'm just gonna drop. I feel like people connect, but then there's some who want to touch your struggle. They want to struggle with you. That's how they recognize who and what you are. So it's all about you finding and understanding your target audience. And then anybody outside of that is an addition, because I learned with my own business, most of my supporters are complete strangers.
Yep.
It's never anybody I know or love.
That's how it be.
Because
That's
they
how
want
it
a
be.
discount, they want a free I'm coming out tonight to support. Can you get me in the Fast Ladies? That's not support.
Yeah, at all.
That's not support. Oh, Cal, you just dropped the album. Can you send me the free link? That's not support.
At all.
It's not support. And when you screen record it off of somebody else's phone or somebody else's link, that's not support either.
Nope.
The whole thing about it is y'all are putting basically your life on the line to perform for people and to bring joy to their life. Multiple times a week. And if no one ever tells y'all thank you, you know I'm gonna thank y'all. I have a ball when I'm out with y'all. I have a ball when I'm not. Like it's about the love. You don't have a choice. The only for Lauren I recognize. Only for Lauren I recognize. The only
love
for
her for
Lauren.
that. I love
The
her for
only
that.
for Lauren I recognize. No disrespect to anybody
we
else.
appreciate what y'all doing for the culture
Yeah,
as
we
well.
do.
man.
We really do, man. Shout out to Montu, Mitch Craft, for not just being a clothing brand, you know what I'm saying?
It's a way of life.
Or a fashion brand. It's a way of life.
It's a way of life.
He has stamped himself as part of our culture.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Montu might not recognize this, and I patronize every one of our urban designers.
He does, and he will
But
wear them all together. In an outfit, hat, jacket, sweatpants.
But for the most part, whenever I
17
come
different
around
clothing
Montu,
brands, and I love it.
Whenever I come to Montu, I know he's doing a pop-up wherever I'm at. I try to make sure I represent
I need to get some
his
more
brand.
stuff. I think I got
you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure I
got a
represent his
hoodie.
brand
Yeah.
because not just what he does for fashion or whatever the case may be, but for what he contributes to our way of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he contributes to our genre.
Thank
So
you, Montu.
shout out to you, man. You're a visionary. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, another visionary that I could never be on your level when it comes to with the way you think. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I got some custom Mitchcraft in the house that don't nobody know about.
I know you lying.
See?
Oh,
No,
no,
he not.
So we was doing this.
I know.
Montu's not brand new. See, that's the thing. A lot of people think that it's a wave, and this is a wave he
wave.
just jumped on. No,
Nah,
Mitch
nah.
Craft is the headliner. Love DC Go-Go is a campaign underneath Mitch Craft.
Right.
Mitch Craft was in existence before Love DC Go-Go. Just for the people who don't know or
Yeah,
understand.
I was on the Mitchcraft team.
That y'all heard it. So it ain't no wave riding. It ain't no he just
been
does
there,
it for
been
this
there.
or he just does. No,
Absolutely.
it's been around forever.
I respect it.
And it's not just apparel for just go-go as a genre.
And-
It is
and-
apparel
and
for
one thing- and I'm
a
gonna say this
culture,
too, and I'm
a
gonna say this
world,
for the record too.
a nation.
One thing about Montu that I've always loved, and once again, shout out to every other urban designer in this area. Okay, from museum to shooters to We Are One, or whatever the case may be. One thing I've never, ever, one thing y'all need to take into y'all repertoire and y'all need to practice on is not hating on each other. One thing about that man right there that I love about him, he never hates on
Can
nobody
you say
else.
it louder for the people in the back?
He don't hate any other urban designers in this area. He loves y'all.
Have you ever
He
walked in
loves
this
y'all.
store and heard us say anything wild about another
Never,
urban
not
designer,
even in
regardless of
private.
what you're wearing?
Not even when the microphones and the lights are off. That man shows love to each and every designer in this particular thing because we're all in it together. We're all in it together. And when we start to think like Montu, then we will start to be like Montu and have platforms like this and be able to talk about the Kapri.
I'll be better, but I get what you're trying to say.
Oh, okay. So
Be better.
be better.
Yeah, because the whole thought process is I don't care what urban designer you have on your back. That doesn't matter to me. And no disrespect, but there are some designers that are not just urban, they're worldwide. Right. Just because they're housed and grown out of an urban space doesn't mean that they're limited or stuck there. But the thing that I need people to understand is as long as you are supporting one, it means something to me, to them, it's homegrown. It is of you, for you, by you. It is you.
And I'm about to go a step further. We ain't on Gucci and Prada prices.
No, we're not.
Okay? So it's affordable enough to support everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? It's affordable enough to support everybody.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear, you know, I don't want to hear any of that, you know, that somebody is pricey. If you could pay for Gucci, you know what I'm saying? You could pay for a Mitchcraft jacket. You know what I'm saying? You could, if you can pay for some dunks,
it's
or
quality.
whatever the case may be,
quality.
you could pay. Yeah, you could pay for some Mitchcraft.
It's quality.
You know what I'm saying? You know. That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's all we all could.
It's about support.
And we all got Gucci and Prada in our closet. But why not have some Mitchcraft and some museum and some other things in your closet
It's all
too
about,
as well?
It's all about support. We've gotten to a
right.
point where people are so clicked up that you can't support other people publicly because of conversations that have been had privately. Right. And what people don't understand or get is this genre has no structure, respectfully. We don't have a hierarchy. Yep. So everybody's just functioning the way that they need to function in order for them to feel successful. But if we were to all get together and sit down and have some of these real life conversations and start to put things in place, I feel like as a culture, we would be a lot further along than we are.
We would. You know, we really would. And I really believe once again, and I really believe once again that, you know, going back to my old faithful quote, and we have to stop this crab in the barrel mentality. We are definitely one. We are definitely fighting for the same cause. We're fighting. We're running the same race. Doesn't matter who finishes first or last. As long as we finish, you know, it's enough money for everybody.
It is.
It's enough venues. It's enough. It's enough for everybody. It really is.
Without janky promoting, without trying to short somebody, without trying to slight somebody, without trying to undercut somebody. Thank you, Tabria. Love you. Thank you so much for coming. Without trying to undercut somebody, I just feel like we're at a pivotal place in the culture. I feel like the culture is heavily saturated with entertainment, but venues are very fleeting. I feel like the fan pool for most bands is the same fan pool. So when you have 5 big bands on one show, and then you have some of the less popularized bands that have a show the same day, we already know who's going to take the L.
Yeah, but a lot of fans are fans of other bands. You know what I'm saying? I'm as much as I love Junk, I love Northeast. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. And I love as much as I love Essence. I love EU. You know, like I'd love to see each one of these people. I mean, and I'm not just speaking from a band member's perspective. I'm speaking from a patron's perspective because I've been a patron before. Right.
But
you went to college at some point.
But you're still a patron. You still patronize when you go out to the go-go. You still spend your money without complaining.
Absolutely.
So what would you guys like to see? What do you want next for Cal? The independent artist, because people may not know, but you're constantly in the lab. Definitely. So and I'm so excited I got to hear your song before you dropped it. I was waiting for him to drop it. Oh, don't you worry about that.
You know which one?
Don't you worry.
The one I like?
The one
I don't wanna fall in love.
I love that song.
I just wanna have some fun.
I
love that joint. That's my joint right there, man. That's my joint.
So what's next for Killa Cal, the independent artist?
Oh man, the independent artists just keep working. I'm gonna always do my rap stuff, but as y'all know, I don't know if y'all paying attention. Every time I drop a rap song, the next single is a go-go single. So that's been my formula. It's been working good. All the numbers is up. Follow me on Spotify, on Apple Music, everywhere music is. You can find my music. Collaborations, more collaborations for me. I got some fresh news for y'all.
Hold on. This is a no gray area exclusive.
I'll let Kapri.
Oh, I'm so excited, y'all know I get excited. I get so excited. Y'all know I get excited. I'm sorry, I get so excited. Oh my God, the Recording Academy invites, I'm not going to say his government name, Killa Cal to join us as a voting member. Congratulations, your peers have deemed you as one of the select individuals to join in Recording Academy as part of the new member class of 2022.
Appreciate it. Class of 2022 Recording Academy. I appreciate the love.
of
Love the
you.
Grammy committee. I appreciate
Love it.
everybody that has something to do with it, man. From Tom Goldfogle to Malachi to Sharon to Kokai, to everybody that's a part of the committee, man, that voted me in. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to do my part. Y'all know me. It's all about the
But they
culture.
still got to do their part though.
Facts.
Okay.
And we need more people. We need more people like us in there. We need more go-go culture in there.
We
in
need
them rooms.
more original music.
Yes, you can't get
We
in this.
need
you
more
can't get in these
original
rooms without no
music.
original music. So
We need more
I'm telling you.
original.
So when you say
music.
original music, you're talking about properly structured songs.
properly
is what you're
structured
speaking
song,
on.
registered, you're publishing everything in order. If you got any questions about that, my lines is open. It's a 5-minute conversation. It's nothing. But everybody got to have their stuff together. I see bands putting out music, they just letting it fly. It can't go like that. They can't do it.
Yeah, I feel like they need to start studying these algorithms
you
before
can't
they
do it
drop
like
this
that.
music. Because if you drop it when another band is dropping it and it's a bigger band than yours, more than likely it's going to get lost to
You can't do it
swallow.
like that.
Yeah.
And the radio is not supporting it, which
At
is
least
fine.
do the very bare minimum.
Yeah,
you know
which
what I'm
is
saying?
fine. We don't need the
Register
radio.
your stuff, man. Get your publishing up. All of that, man. Get your writing credits up, man.
Exactly.
For real, that's where it starts from.
So yeah, just put out more music, man, and thank you again. Thank you.
I'm so
you made
proud
it
of
official.
you.
I just got it.
Yeah, Tasha said real exclusive. I didn't even know. Congrats, babe. Sorry,
Yeah, just
Tasha.
happened
I'm so
within an hour.
excited.
Just happened within an hour. Within an hour. So
This is awesome.
yeah. So thank you. Shout out to the class of 2022.
Yes, congratulations.
Grammy Recording Academy. Thank you for having me, and hopefully we can build in the future. As far as go, let's keep pushing, man. Let's collaborate. Let's get these records out, man. Like we got so many stars in these bands.
Facts.
I love what Jam and Jeff is doing. I'm just gonna show some love to some people. I love what Jam and Jeff is doing. LJ, me and LJ got something coming up. Me and Mr. Drew got something coming up. Me, Dave, and Scooby, we been always working. Me and DeDe got to get in there. Me, DeDe, and Tabria got to get in there together.
I'm waiting on it.
Roy Battle, me
Absolutely.
and Miss Lady. We got, shout out to Miss Lady too. That
The birthday song.
That joint
I played it on my birthday and it cranks.
That
And
joint is
everybody
still-
is cranking it
that
on their
joint is
birthday.
still moving.
Yeah, y'all need to do a birthday
Yeah.
TikTok dance.
Yeah, you
y'all
gotta
need
get
a
that.
y'all
Shout
need a
out to you,
TikTok
Miss Lady.
challenge. Y'all
We
need
gotta
a
get that
TikTok
together.
challenge.
But more collabs, y'all. More collaboration. I love what
Absolutely.
T.O.B. Chris is doing. We gonna collab soon. Anybody that want to collab, hit me up, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get it done. Shout out to Tone P. I got to get with him before he go out of town on July 3rd, so I got to get with him sometime this week. But constantly moving and recording. That's what we need. We got to get in there. We need more people like me a part of these committees and the Grammy chapter, so we can start breaking these barriers and this whatever the stigma is they got about go-go. That's not true. We some of the best musicians in the world.
Facts. Super
Absolutely.
facts.
Absolutely.
All right, DeDe.
Man, hey.
What's next for DeDe the
Please just
artist?
be on the lookout for, like I said, my
Day-to-day entertainment.
newly accepted Day-to-Day Entertainment. Like
Congratulations.
Like I said, it's
Y'all
official. I
dropping
wouldn't even
exclusives
mention it
today.
if
I'm
it
so
wasn't
excited.
official. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Just stay on the lookout for that. Stay on the lookout for some collabs, man. Me, Killa Cal, Tabria. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on some wedding stuff right now. Working on some tribute stuff. I am highly blessed, highly favored.
Yes.
I'm about to marry my best friend.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
that
So,
Dynamite Taurus.
Shout out to my
Go
shout out to my
Taurus.
baby
It's
Melissa,
your
man.
birthday. Go Taurus.
Yeah, man. Just man, hashtag Black Love wins again.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know,
I love
we love it.
Facts.
Man, shout out, and I think last but not least, man, shout out to my man, Andre Johnson, man.
Yep.
Andre Whiteboy Johnson, man. Just for once again for being a visionary, for seeing the vision to get us together. And to keep us together. You know what I'm saying? To keep us together. You know, a lot of people from within the organizations look at a lot of things as losses. Like, oh, we lost
Right.
this person, we lost that person. And with every ensemble and every situation that's been put together, we've always looked at it like, oh, this is something new. This is something. And every time it's put together, something great comes out of it. So
Right.
y'all in the witness right now of greatness right now. So that's where we at.
No question.
I am so proud of all three of y'all. Tabria, DeDe Cal.
Yep.
Shout out to Dave Cleveland, who I see walking back and forth out front.
Please.
Shout out to
Shout
my
out to
man,
D.
Dave
Cleve.
Cleve, come
Shout
show
out to
that.
D.
That's my,
Cleve.
see what I'm saying? He come show that
shout
love,
out to
man.
D. Cleve. But
D. Cleve.
47 years of Rare Essence. 3 more make 50. 3 more for you will make 40 in the culture. Cal, you've been there for 10 years. I want to thank y'all for everything that you guys have sacrificed for the culture. From family time with your kids, those sleepless
Thank you so
nights,
much.
those double shows.
Vacation on deck.
Listen, I'm telling you, I just told somebody today I need to get the
Vacation
F
on
away.
deck, y'all.
Yeah.
Heart stents.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, laid up, fresh out the hospital bed on stage,
out the
getting
hospital
cussed
with a
out
heart
by
stent.
me.
Right.
Got chased by a turkey. Like
Oh my God! Save the He lives
Save
a
the
wild
police
life.
officer.
He lives a wild
You
life.
saved the police officer.
The last year of my life has been nothing short
Bro, you living different.
of viral. I'm
Yeah.
just
You living
going to
different.
use that word viral. Yeah, from the turkeys and Southeast chasing me and the white woman, everything, man. It's been interesting. It's been
You
interesting.
living different, bro.
So shout out to both of you guys, significant others. Shout out to Melissa.
you.
Definitely
Absolutely.
shout out to
Thank you so
Tasha.
much.
Both amazing individuals. Thank y'all ladies for sharing them with us because I know y'all need y'all time too. Shout out to Koi. Tasha put in the comments, Killa Koi and Killa Cal coming
Shout out
soon.
to Tabria and her son.
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Ziggy.
about,
Shout out to Ziggy.
I got her.
That's right.
Definitely shout out to Tabria and her young one.
And her bathing suit line,
It's called Babe
Babe in a suit.
Yeah.
Babe in suit.
.com.
BabeandSuit.com.
BABEN.
And as a Nancy.
Yes,
Exactly.
SUIT.com. Make sure you get you something fresh to wear on the beach, to the pool party.
And it don't matter what shape you are.
No,
Shout
it
out
you
to
a
don't.
her.
BBW,
She's a part of
or you a
Wiley K
skinty
situation
joint.
Yes, she
coming up.
is.
We got to
Yes,
shout out.
the
I know she
takeover,
won, yeah.
the 15th
I
through
know she would
the
want that shout
13th
out.
through the 5th. What is
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it? The 13th through
Miami
the
says
15th.
it's
13th through the 15th.
13th to the 15th,
Okay.
I think.
So, yeah,
Or the
you-
17th, I
definitely-
believe.
definitely
So make
wanna
sure
shout
y'all
out
catch
for
her
that.
down there. She'll be hosting a pool party, and she'll definitely
Absolutely.
have on one of her exclusive pieces.
Shout out to Wiley K.
Yes.
Shout out to Wiley K.
And
Also,
shout out to the whole RE.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
47 years, white boy, Snugs, like just
Roy
the
Battle,
whole
Roy Battle,
legacy.
BJ Baker.
Smoke.
Big
Smoke.
DP,
Yeah.
Mickey,
Yeah.
Lil Mickey,
Yeah, the
Tony
whole
T.
crew.
Like
Tony T.
we can sit here for hours.
All day.
And
Londo,
out.
Jermaine, Dude
and
Dirty,
out.
Googie,
Dirty,
everybody,
Ron.
everybody. We love y'all.
Everybody. Love
Yes.
y'all.
Love y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
The whole mob.
RedEssence.com.
That's
Killa
right.
Cal Animal.com. Fresh launch in 2 weeks. Day-to-day entertainment.
Day-to-day entertainment, man.
Yes, and bathing
Day-to-day.com, man.
suits. Yes, so I want to thank y'all for stepping in. I'm definitely going to
Thank you
invite
so
y'all
much.
back. Another session of love, light, and transparency. And of course, y'all know this is a no gray area where you get to let your head down day. Shake your bed out
Love
because you don't have no hair to let
so
down.
much. Love you so much. Love you so
proud
much.
of you,
Ain't nothing but
man.
Melissa up in this bed, so. Ain't nothing but Melissa up in this bed.
Oh my God.
Who is this?
I'm
You know
glad
what
this
I'm
is
saying?
not a PG-13.
Freaked out Day-Day.
Freak body, baby. For anybody that just stepped in, welcome to the No Gray Area. Shout out to our sponsor who the person that powers, the team that powers, Mitch Craft. We did go overtime tonight, but I got
Hey,
the
Monster.
opportunity
Appreciate you,
to
Monster.
sit down
Appreciate
with
you,
all
brother.
three of y'all together, which was definitely a blast. I look forward to seeing y'all again soon. Make sure y'all follow Killa Cal on all social media platforms. Where can they find you?
They can find me at kill_switch on IG. You can find me at Killa_Cal on Twitter with the blue check. You can find me on Facebook, Killa Cal the Animal, and a brand new website launched with my merch and my music and everything available, KillaCalTheAnimal.com.
All right, Mr. Faloran, the
And
only
you can
Faloran I
find-
recognize.
and you can find me at DeDe Falarin on Instagram. You can find me at DeDe Falarin on Facebook. And once again, man, Day-to-Day Entertainment coming right
Launch
at you
coming
very
soon. Launch coming soon. We gonna
Launch
speak it
coming
into existence.
this year,
Launch coming soon.
This year, very soon, coming at you, man.
Okay.
Yep.
We gonna pop lock them, drop it at your first event. I just
There
want
you
you to
go.
know that. I
There
don't
you
even know
go.
what the
That's
music
what, I,
was.
that's what I need. That's what I need.
Give y'all
That's
some
what
of
I
that
need. That's
rerun
what I need.
action.
Love y'all so much, man.
Thank y'all for having us, man.
Man,
Capri, hold up. Capri, thank you.
Proud
Thank
of
you
you.
so much. Man,
She doing her thing.
come on, Capri.
Yeah.
Love you so
Try
much.
to tell you as much as I
too.
can. You doing
Love
your
you
thing.
so much.
And I appreciate you.
No problem.
Y'all don't know. Cal steps in and keeps me afloat when I really want to go ham. Sometimes it's that little drop of wisdom. So does D. Cleve. So does Day Day. So
man.
does Two. Like
love
God
you
has
so
blessed
much,
me
man.
with a team of strong men. Yeah, but now I don't even give them no. I don't even sit on
Can't have
social
it.
media no more. I don't even care.
Yeah, you gotta work
Do
for it.
you?
Y'all can
Do
talk
you?
about me, brother. I do good
Yeah,
or
you
bad.
gotta
So
work for it.
just keep talking.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to keep
But
talking.
know
Thank
that I
you.
see you.
Yeah.
I hear it.
If they talking about
but see,
you,
I don't
they
even
see you.
I don't even give them the power to know that because I want you to feel like when you come around, everything is cool.
Right.
Because this is the way life works. Karma manifests itself. I don't have to do anything. Karma is a bad bitch. Okay.
I know that's
And
right.
she comes dressed however she
And
wants
comes-
to, whenever
and
she wants to,
And she comes whenever she feels like it.
fearlessly and viciously. So let no man take apart what God has put together. I applaud y'all. I look forward to 30
so
more
much.
years,
Thank you
50
so
more
much. Thank you
years.
so much.
Tabria, a million more years. Like, I look forward to so much from y'all. I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Where y'all playing at this week so they can come catch y'all?
Oh, wow. I'm Wednesday through Sunday. I got tomorrow, I'm featuring with the Web Band. Fast Eddie's Thursday, featuring with the Web Band and Martinis. Friday, I got a rap show early, and Friday night, I'm at Fast Eddie's with Red Essence. Saturday, I got a rap show early. Saturday night, Aqua. Sunday, we are at the
Hamilton Live
Hamilton
with
Live.
EU with Experience Unlimited, right?
The struggle carry real quick, y'all. Like, I got it all, but hold up. Who we with?
I told you the James Brown of go-go
He
right
is
here.
listening. No, he's the James Brown of music in this culture, period. Because it's not just go-go. Because you're going from a rap show, which is a whole level of intensity, to a full stage performance. Like, it's a real thing. I look forward to seeing y'all, following y'all. Y'all know I'm tapped in with your journey.
Definitely.
Everybody else, make sure y'all rewind
And
to find out where you can find them.
Where
me?
you at? Where are you at?
Oh, man.
What do
What we
you
doing?
have cooking?
What we doing?
So tomorrow I will definitely be at Clout with Soulful Sounds. Thursday I will be back at Clout with RNS. My son is turning 22 this weekend,
You
so I
guys still
took
doing
the
this in the
weekend
360
off.
booth?
We are.
Okay.
So while I am at Clout on Thursday, you can catch Party Posse 360 at Martini's right next door. So sometimes it's split up. It happens. Life happens, but money don't
Congratulations on
stop.
your son, too.
Thank you. My
You're
baby
welcome.
turns 22 this weekend,
what's up.
so
Happy
I've
birthday.
decided
Happy birthday,
to
bro.
take the weekend off and just be with him.
yeah.
So we gonna have a good time. I know he gonna be boo loving up, and I'm gonna get his hair done, get him together, and then I'm gonna rest and relax this weekend because this is my first full weekend off in
That's what's up.
since
You deserve
March.
it. You deserve
That's what's
it.
up. You
No,
deserve it.
since February.
You deserve it.
February, March.
Because I see how hard you've been working. You
Man,
You killing it.
but
Kudos
y'all
to you.
stay tuned because I'm getting back in the studio, Kyle. I wasn't playing when I told you I'm gonna get it
There
done.
you go.
Go.
It's about to go
You
down.
gotta support it. Let's
Yes.
go.
So I want to thank y'all.
No problem.
I
Thank you
told
so
them where they
much.
could find you. We about to slide out D Cleve.
Be clean. What's up?
Thank you for
Cleve.
stepping.
What's up?
Thank you for stepping into Bria. We love you. We appreciate you.
Already know.
We will see you guys next week.
Bria
Right
was
here in
saying-
No
Oh,
Great
tomorrow.
Area.
Oh, that's right. Tabria
Bria
was
starting her performance week tomorrow.
Where y'all at Privilege?
Privilege.
Tomorrow,
That's right.
Privilege to Bria
Yeah.
features with Serious Company.
Yes.
If you are not doing anything, even if you are doing something, pull the
Show
up
some love.
and show
I
some
love
love.
Privilege. Show some love.
And it's
Okay.
almost her birthday, so yeah.
Oh, it's
show her some
celebration
birthday
time.
love, man.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Listen, if she drinking wine, get her a glass.
She ain't drinking wine. She ain't drinking wine.
God bless and good night,
Get
y'all.
it.
Make sure y'all head on over to www.crankrock.com for the latest and greatest in Mitchcraft attire. And if you are local, 9244 East Hampton Drive, Capitol Heights, Maryland, Suite 201. We are open Wednesday through Sunday starting at 12 o'clock. We have kids apparel. We have budget-friendly stuff, socks, headbands, anything you can think of in the mean and in between. Slide on in. It's your girl, Kapri Monique, the voice of the people. I'm stepping out. I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Make sure y'all step on in. No Gray Area right here on the Love Network DC.